Welcome. You have just tuned in to the book of Genesis. Get ready to fasten your seatbelts because we are stepping all the way out the box and breaking all the rules. Are you ready? Are you sure? Well, let's get into it. Here is your host, the wonderful, the beautiful, the intelligent, the wise Genesis.
Hey, y'all. Happy Sunday. Yeah, I sound like shit, probably look worse, but it is what it is at this point. First, I want to start with an apology because I had a broadcast schedule for last night, but y'all, life be happening, and my real life takes precedent over YouTube. So it is what it is. But there's some things that concern me that I want to talk about because, you feel pressured, and I'm feeling a little pressure right now. Because when people have these expectations of what YouTube is supposed to be for me, for them, for everybody else. And it's just not that for me. I fly by the seat of my own pants. I do things my own way in my own time. And that's always what it's going to be. That's what it's been. It's not going to change because I'm on YouTube. You've never seen me on YouTube flexing what I do for a living, my education, any organizations that I'm affiliated with, because I don't need to. My biggest flex is that I show up authentically as myself and people rock with me. And those people that don't rock with me, I don't get mad because those just ain't my people. And it's okay. You have to find your circle. The minute I came on YouTube, I heard all these, talking points, these conversations from other people about what I'm supposed to do while I'm here. Well, who the hell decided that they were the gurus of my life? They're not. They're not going to be. Now, while I am open to taking advice from people, there's a difference between taking advice and people trying to guide you. I'm not a child. I'm not anybody's child. I do things my own way because I'm connected to my own source who gives me guidance, who gives me direction. And until or unless something changes, then that's what I'm going to follow. Now, I have interacted with a bunch of people that, I've met some new people. Hey, Jenny Morena. Hey, Eugene Steele. What are y'all doing up this early? I'm only up this early because I gotta be, and not because I want to be. Um, but yeah, there's y'all get sidetracked talking to y'all, but um there's some things that I want to talk about on YouTube, and real life situations preclude me from doing that right now. And I'm trying to figure out how to do this. My channel isn't called the Book of Genesis for no reason. It was strategic because I got a whole bunch of stories to tell. Stories to tell about real life. Unscripted, unedited, it is what it is. Hey, big bad bull. Um, Unscripted, unedited, it is what it is. And I'm gonna tell those stories in my own time and in my own way. I can tell a million stories. I can talk for hours and hours, and y'all would probably be entertained because the few that do know just snippets of it have said that my life story reads like a movie, or I tell the stories, it could be a movie. When I do write it on paper, it reads like a book. Actually, it's going to be a book. I have a book that's in the making. That's the only thing I'm going to tell y'all right now. But anyway, and I'm not gonna keep y'all long because I got adulting to do. But thankfully, my situation from last night is over. Everything is back in order, and we just gonna carry on as we've been carrying on. You may see some changes from me on YouTube because I'm not trying to fit in anybody's box because I got my own. You know. And I'm sure y'all can relate. Y'all see Big Bad Bull and Jenny Morena. Y'all are great at what y'all do at moderating. I see y'all all over, and I see y'all supporting everybody. Hey, Yellow Peel, I see y'all supporting everybody. Um, no matter if it's beef, y'all. I see that y'all stay out of the beef because we know that it's a lot of that going on. The same people that are in these circles, they are rocking with each other, but all of them really ain't rocking with each other. They keeping up mess behind the scenes in the back chats. Hey, Marcus, they keeping up mess behind the scenes in the back chats, on this platform, on that platform, on the phone, by text message, all of that. I don't want to be a part of that because that's not what I came here for. We are grown. We are supposed to be acting like adults. You get on these shows, see people disagree. They disagreeing. They slinging insults. Some of them just keeping up mess because they want to grow the numbers. If that's what y'all do, if that's how they get down, then that's fine. That's not how I move. And I'm not going to start doing it just for the sake of the numbers because I don't care about the numbers. When I get monetized, I get monetized. Y'all see me on the shows. People think you go on the shows because you're trying to get your numbers up. Well, I ain't got that many subscribers yet. So if I am doing that, then it ain't that because it ain't working. So, I mean, hell, half the time these shows that you see people on, they got 15,000 subscribers, but only 10 people, 20 people tuning in. Well, we all know that people can buy subscribers. And if that's what they're doing, then go ahead, get out how you live. I'm not willing to do that. I don't care if I have 200 subscribers. If those 200 subscribers really rock with me and they're genuine people, because I don't need the numbers just to say that I have the numbers. I prefer quality over quantity. Always have, always will. But, you know, eh, I can't do a whole lot of things because I've been here for, I don't know, 5 minutes, and already people trying to stalk me in real life for what, I don't know. I've been stalked before, so I was prepared when I came to YouTube. I had prior experience. Um, so that's why y'all see me. Yeah, yellow pill, quality over quantity. That's why y'all see me in the same old chair. Y'all saw me in a kitchen before, and that was on purpose. I'm very strategic, I'm very calculated when I speak, even though it seems that I'm not. Sometimes I wait for a response, and I may be slow to get out a response because I'm trying to choose my words carefully, because I know that once it's here forever. They could delete a video, but when we delete anything, is it really, really gone? No. Um, and I have to be, hey, Robbie, I have to be careful in what I put out in the YouTube space because I'm a mother. I'm a mother before anything. And I am the mama bear. So I'm going to protect my babies at all cost. And just in this short time that I have been on YouTube, I see that, I need to increase my security a little bit because people are already trying. So by the time I really start doing what I do, then, new levels come with new devils. And when I do that, then that's going to bring a whole different audience. And I don't want that kind of environment for my kids where they got to be looking over their shoulders. I got to be looking over my shoulder because we're nervous about how we're moving. Because once I turn off these cameras, real life is happening. And, some of these people I think are kind of disconnected. They need to get off YouTube and get out into the real world, live your real life. And let me go even further. Outside of living your real life, find out who you really are. Because if you come to YouTube and you're validated, hey, L. Nixon, if you come to YouTube and you're validated by the YouTube community, that same community that validated you can invalidate you. I know who I am, where I'm going, what my purpose is, all of that. I'm secure. When y'all see me smiling, my smile is genuine because my life is good. I don't have to be frowning about anything because I'm not upset. But that's the way that I choose life. Some of these people are angry all the time. They're bitter for whatever reason. They're looking for some sort of validation. They're looking for some sort of validation from the people on YouTube. And that's just a signal that there's other work that needs to be done. YouTube shouldn't tell you who you are. You should know who you are when you come. And you don't have to come to YouTube and put on airs about who you are. Because if you do, if you have to be fake in order for them to like you, then they don't really like you. They like what representative you're giving them. But like I said, if that's how they want to move, then y'all go ahead, do y'all thing. I'ma just sit and watch and enjoy the show. That don't mean that I'm mad. Thank you, Yella. I know. I've heard that about my smile forever. But see, that's just one of those examples. I didn't get to YouTube and people told me that I had a pretty smile. I heard that all my life. So yeah, I go to the dentist. I try to take care of my mouth and brush my teeth and floss regularly, all those things. But um I'm enjoying the YouTube experience, the good and the bad. The good has me smiling, it has me laughing. There's nights where I done went to bed because I had a headache because it was so much going on. And other days I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because the same old conversations are happening on the same old channels. And I'm like, my God, are we not tired? Yesterday I was planning on talking about Roe v. Wade. Did I really want to talk about Roe v. Wade? No, I don't. Because I don't think that's my business. Yeah, we supposed to know what goes on in the world, but a woman's sexual or reproductive health is between her and her doctor. And at the end of the day, all we're going to do is get on these conversations. Yes, same old conversation day in, day out. All we're gonna do is get on these panels, and then people are gonna have animosity towards other people about their views. Okay, well, this person is pro-life. Well, this person is pro-choice. Well, I don't like them because they pro-life. I don't like them because they pro-choice. Like y'all ain't don't do nothing but add more fuel to the fire. Right, Eugene and her God. That's right. But people think that they're gods, like they got a heaven or hell to put people in. No, just have a conversation. If you choose to engage, you choose to engage. If you don't, if y'all don't agree, then that's okay. You ain't got to make an enemy because y'all disagree. Like it's getting so old, and I haven't even been here long. So Robbie said they aren't making love. That's why they are always at war. Well, that ain't my story, so I can't relate. And no, yeah, I'm Christian. It's Sunday. I ain't going to church today, but I'm supposed to. But I got adulting to do, so I can't go to church. Um, but yeah, even though I'm a Christian, don't mean that I'm trying to present this holier than thou self because I'm not. I need God's grace and mercy every day because I choose wrong daily. But I'm only in competition with myself. I'm not trying to be better or live like nobody else or live like the super Christians because all I can try to do is be a better Genesis today than I was yesterday. And most days I'm successful. Some days I struggle. And even on those days, I'm still cool because I know that it's always tomorrow and I'm going to get there. Yeah, Jenny, I got some gardening to do. And actually, that's one of the things that y'all gonna see because I'm sick of having these same old conversations. So, and the real stuff, like the juicy stuff, the tea that I want to give y'all, I can't give you yet because, I got some real life stuff happening. Well, now I'm gonna just tell y'all, I got this court case that I'm fighting. So I can't use anything that the other side could use as ammunition or try to weaponize. So that's why I've been pretty low key with my content. And I was supposed to be done with this situation in April, but that hasn't happened. It's been pushed back to July. So hopefully after July, then I can do what I can do or do what I want to do without restrictions. But I'm trying to figure out a way to pivot. Pivot been the word of the season since COVID happened. And in me pivoting, hey, AT Quail, in pivoting, then I'm gonna have to figure out some other content to bring to YouTube. So my gardening, Yellow Pill said, in their basement screaming into the void. AT Quail, women weaponize pregnancy and men are reckless with the seas. So both are wrong on different issues. You know, that's a whole AT Quail, that is a whole show, your comment. And yeah, I want to talk about some of those men versus women issues, but I don't want to argue, y'all. I'm sick of that. Like, you have to control your energy, or be mindful of your energy, the energy you allow in and the energy that you put out. And if you go from panel to panel, you know, arguing, fussing, fighting, and carrying on about every other issue, then at some point you're going to internalize that. Yes, the gender war is never ending, AT Quail. At some point, they're going to internalize that. That's going to get down into your spirit. When you having these arguments on these panels, that's adding stress to your body. That's adding stress to your body. You know, I don't want to take any extra years off of my life because I'm choosing to participate in a YouTube conversation. Like, no, my life is peaceful, and in real life, other than, the adulting stuff, which I have no control of. Hey, what the funk is this? Other than the stuff that I have no control over, I can only control me. And that's all I'm trying to control. Let the person be them. Hey, Bravo with Sheila. Bravo with Sheila says she's just stopping by, sending love, still recovering. Keep being your authentic self. Bravo to all you do. Oh, okay. I didn't know that you were recovering from something, Bravo with Sheila. But I'm wishing you a speedy recovery from whatever it was. I hate to hear stuff like that. Like, y'all, life is too short. And oh Lord, y'all, I'm in my feelings. See, that's some of those stories that I can't tell are because they are still near and dear to my heart. And Sheila's comment actually just triggered emotion because some of the special people in my life, they exited the world, or they went on to heaven early. And they thought they had so much time left. And that's a whole bunch of us. We think that we have 20, 30 years. We don't know how much time we have left. So we have to make the best of the time that we do have. I mean, if nothing else, that experience taught me that, like, life is too short for the foolishness. Enjoy the time you have. Live every day like it's your last, because it actually could be. Oh, y'all. Okay, I gotta pull it back together because y'all know I gotta be superwoman today again. Um, but y'all see how easy it is to be triggered. Like, I just hear somebody recovering, and okay, that brought back a memory of, some stuff. And I'm gonna tell those stories too. But as y'all can see, just the thought of it triggers my emotions. So, y'all not finna have me on here snotting and crying, telling a story or trying to tell a story. I'll be here for 24 hours trying to tell the story because, like I said, they near and dear to my heart. Um, Look, y'all, I'm in my feelings, and y'all commented and I couldn't keep up. Um, Eugene Steele said, um, There were 2 panels I wanted to enter last night, but there were too much over talking back and forth, so I couldn't. Well, Eugene, I've summarized that that pretty much comes with the territory. If you're gonna be on YouTube, as much as we try, because people are passionate about the things that they're talking about, then they want to be heard. So, they're not always listening to hear, they're listening to respond. And they can't hold their response, so they over talk it. But even to those people, extend them a little bit of grace because ain't none of us perfect. Well, none of us got it figured out. So let them do what they do. Just, okay, that's such and such. Let's move on. Um, what the funk is this? Said, I subbed to her some weeks ago and she is one of the best in this space. And I hope to see you on there and chop it up. Bravo with Sheila. Is that who you talking about? What the funk? Um, Earlier, Robbie was saying, "Don't cry." Robbie, girl, I cry all the time, but that don't mean that I'm sad all the time when I'm crying because I have so many happy memories, and I'm gonna share some of those too. I have so many happy memories. That's what keeps me going. Sure, I get in my feelings because of the void. You know, something's happening in your day and you want to share it with them and you can't. Um, yeah, so those are bad times. But other than that, I'm good because I understand that, the whole they've gone from labor to reward. L. Nixon said, after a while, it makes sense to get your own channel so you can say and do what you want and how. L. Nixon, that is exactly it. Um, and that's how I kind of, started this process. Actually, this YouTube venture originally was supposed to be a tandem thing. It was supposed to be me and the fiance who passed away. We were supposed to do a show together because in real life, everybody thought that we were couples goals, whatever that is. We weren't perfect, but to the outside world, they thought we were. But we were good. I'm not gonna say that we weren't, but this was supposed to be a show, you know, of us sharing our life. I'm glad it didn't happen in a sense because these YouTube people crazy, but it was supposed to be a show about us sharing our life together, our date nights, outings with the kids, regular old stuff. And of course, life happened. I had to pivot, so it ended up being something else. Um, and I'm glad. I'm glad I am where am, and the experience that I had has given me another story to share with y'all. Um, I don't know how. Look, y'all got to pray for me because your girl, that's gonna be a rough one. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Uh, what the funk said, chasing Yancey. I'm not familiar with that person. Now I'm gonna have to, at some time today, figure out who that is. I try to, expose myself to different content creators because I'm still learning the YouTube space, and I don't know who everybody is. And it's people that I know in real life, it's people that I've met since I've been on YouTube that I really rock with. But can I say that I found like a genuine circle that I fit in? No, but I ain't really trying to fit in. I know it's confusing, but yeah, like, I move around. I support a little bit of everybody. But even the people that I rock with, I don't always agree with, everything they say or every title of show or every title that they choose for their show that we're going to talk about. That doesn't mean that I can't engage. Doesn't mean that I can't comment or I can't support from the chat. But in life, like we have to be well rounded. Then, I think in this YouTube space, we got to be well rounded too. Yellow Pill said, "I don't like seeing women cry. Who I gotta fight? You ain't gotta fight nobody." Uh, Bravo with Sheila had said that she was recovering, and her saying that she was recovering was a trigger moment for me. So I got a little emotional about, something that I thought about. But you ain't gotta fight nobody. And see, yeah, y'all know. Well, Yellow, you from Chicago, so I know you know. Um, I be smiling and y'all see me, on here trying to be cute some days. Today ain't one of them days, but I'm still about that life. And I be in church, hallelujah, praise the Lord on Sunday too. So y'all pray for me because that be a struggle sometimes. Even when I'm on YouTube and y'all see me smiling, somebody say something, then that Chicago want to come out of me, and I be ready like, okay, girl, don't say nothing. You better sit down, keep your mouth closed. Sometimes words be like they about to bust through my teeth and tear all my teeth out. You know, and then if I do that, then they gonna be, oh, she ain't in her feminine energy. Femininity, they turn it on and they turn it off. No, we just got multiple sides. We multifaceted because that's what people are. Argue with your mammy. Um, Yella, what the funk is this? Said Yella, we light skinned, so we allow 3 manly tears, but that's it, okay? What the funk is this? That is not true. Not true. Y'all got tear ducts because y'all supposed to use them. So if you need to have a good cry, then go ahead and have that good cry. If somebody tell you about it, don't tell you, say something about it, then you fight them. But no, and that's gonna be a show topic too, cause y'all men, y'all be lightweight crazy because y'all be having these emotions that y'all be trying to hold in, and y'all shouldn't. Y'all shouldn't. Pressure burst pipes. If you don't get on here, you ain't got to be on YouTube crying and filming it and stuff. Y'all know how they do on Facebook and them other places. No, and any woman, y'all should be able to cry and be secure in your manhood because you shed a tear don't make you less than a man. It just means you dealing with whatever emotion and you not holding it in, and that's okay. Tell them I said it. Um, See, I like to see y'all, when they say we ain't supposed to look at the chat, but I be all up in the chat, man, everybody business. When y'all saying hello and greeting each other, and it's like I don't know, euphoric. It ain't no euphoric space, but everybody getting along and everybody happy. I like to see that, because in the Black community, we don't always do that. And Jenny Marina, you one of us too, because we all people of color. Um, in our communities, everybody mad, they mean mugging each other. People don't even say good morning. They don't say hello anymore. Like, who raised y'all? Because my parents didn't raise me like that. And I don't care where I go. I can go somewhere where I don't know nobody. Before I leave, I'm going to know somebody. I've had a conversation because I can talk to anybody. I don't care what color they are. They could be purple. Yeah, I'm find something to connect with them just because I'm a people person. Um, okay, what the funk is this? Said I saw her on Crew Network and she is lovely and very balanced. See, now you done gave me Crew Network. I don't know nothing about none of these people. Y'all gonna have to put some places in the chat for me to check out so that I can go see what they over there doing. Cause I'm here to be nosy. I ain't got nothing else to do some days. Late at night, after the kids go to bed. Lord, y'all been chatting up some stuff. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me go back. Um, okay. AT Quell said, we don't have a human gender issue. We have a human treatment issue. We no longer know how to treat people with decency. AT Quell, you are preaching on a Sunday morning. We don't know how to treat people. And a lot of these things that they saying is a man's issue, is a woman's issue. It ain't neither a man or woman's issue. It's the people issue. Like some of the same things that women do, men do. when we want to weaponize it. Look, I done just made up a word. Y'all hear that? I couldn't even get it out. We want to weaponize it, and women want to say that it's, the men do this, then the men come back. Where the women do this? No, we all do that shit. Stop playing. Yeah, what the fuck is this still talking about them 3 tears? Man, if you don't get out here with them 3 tears, y'all got 3 tears, y'all crazy. Ladies better stay away from y'all. What the fuck is this say? I will absolutely enjoy her and her message. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Raw B never fit in. Girl, I ain't never had a problem with that. And that's one of the things that I learned from my mama. You know, she didn't care where she was. She was gonna show up as herself, and that was it. If they liked her, they liked her. If they didn't, then 2 tears in a bucket, you know what come after that. And I'm glad that I got that from her because, you know, you can't be defined. Otherwise, you gonna have 15 different personalities. Now you're gonna have more than 15 different personalities because if I go over here to work and I gotta be something over there, I gotta go, to the cousin house, I gotta be something over there, I gotta go to church and be somebody else. And then when, I'm with somebody else in another setting, I gotta be a different person, then you gonna be confused as hell. I refuse. I'm not gonna do it. And Robbie said, create your own lane. Girl, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm pretty good at that too. Cause I in my lane ain't no traffic, ain't nobody else there. So I got all that figured out. Eugene Steele said, authenticity and transparency. These are why I subscribe and admire about you and the other content creators I listen to. Thank you, Eugene. Yeah, y'all gonna get who Genesis is, authentic, transparent, cause I don't know how to be nobody else but me. And I ain't trying to be nobody else but me. And I'm not ashamed of anything, Y'all just seen me snotting and crying. Well, not snotting, but y'all saw me crying and I'm okay with that. So, I know somebody gonna be like, girl, Genesis was on YouTube crying yesterday. I sure was, and I'll probably be here doing it again. Now what? But yeah, authenticity and transparency is what I'm gonna get. Y'all gonna get from me. Um, my life actually is quite interesting most days. Like I wish I had a film crew to film some of the stuff, so then I wouldn't have to come back and tell the story because y'all saw it live. Um, it's crazy some days. I'd be like, "What? Did this really happen?" Like, and I find myself like when I'm in my little moments, having my moments with God, like I be asking questions like, "Why me, God? Why? Like, why I have to get this? My life just couldn't be simple some days, or the craziness. My family is full of characters, y'all. Sometimes we be on the floor rolling, laughing, and then other times you be like, okay, they need mental health assistance because something wrong. But y'all know they be scared to come on YouTube because when you come in these spaces, people judge you, they scrutinize you, because they gods and all their lives is perfect and they ain't got nothing going on. Even though they got a crazy cousin in the corner that they denying is crazy. Um, but yeah, they scared to come on YouTube, and I have been kind of separating like my real life friends and my family from YouTube because I had to come in and scope out the scene before I bring them in. I don't want to be bringing them into no foolishness, and then they come back and blame me. Girl, you had me go over there. Nah, y'all ain't about to blame me for that. Um, so yeah, y'all gonna see some if I can convince them to come on. Actually, you know what? One of my favorite married couples in real life. I talk to them and they go on these adventures like they so random as hell with it. And they're supposed to be coming on the show. We talked about it, of course. Y'all know I be on CP time, so I ain't made it happen, but I'm going to. And I think y'all would really enjoy them. And we're gonna show some snippets of the stuff that they do since y'all know, God done took my little man on to glory. And I'm out in these streets, single and mingling, and I ain't about to bring none of them on camera because I ain't about to claim nobody yet. Now, when I do, then maybe so. But until then, y'all just gonna see me. Um, what the funk is this? He having a conversation with Robbie in the chat. Um, what the funk is this? You look absolutely adorable. Oh, thank you. See, now you gonna have me over here blushing and stuff. Yellow Pill said, "Let the South Side out on these fools." No, they ain't ready. They ain't ready for that South Side. Cause when I go there, then I go there and I don't come with breaks. So I'm gonna keep going. Then I'm gonna be all on the YouTube, yeah, tabloids talking about what I did. No, I'm gonna try to keep it classy. She's sleeping. She ain't dead. Uh, Robbie said, "Who cares about the femininity talking point?" I don't care about the femininity talking point because I mean it's YouTube. Hell, when I click off on the computer and I go back to real life, then I'm in my feminine energy because ain't nobody in my life bringing me stress, so I don't have no reason to be in my masculine energy. But trust and believe if they did, then they can get it too. Cause ain't nobody safe. Um, but yeah, and even if I wasn't, I'm not supposed to be bringing the same energy to YouTube and talking to men on YouTube the way that I'm talking to somebody who I'm in relationship with. I know these some of these folks who got significant others or they married, they'd be 38 hot if they wives or significant others were on YouTube or on whatever other social media platform engaging with the men the same way that they engage with them at home. Furniture moving in the house, I tell you. They'll swear up and down she got a crush on whoever or all that. They have me having a crush on or I like ain't nobody on YouTube that has moved me or I had thoughts of, "Ooh, I want to be with him. Ooh, girl, he can get it." Nope, not a one. Stop it. Um L. Nixon, don't fit in. Find who fits your spirit or environment, and even then, still protect your energy. It can seem lonely because we're surrounded by a lot of unhappy people you have to watch. You know, I'm on YouTube, but I'm detached from YouTube at the same time. Like I want to protect my spirit and my environment on YouTube just because I don't want to argue all day. In real life, um, I'm very conscious of that. I don't allow everybody in my house because I control the energy and the spirits that are brought into my home because that's my safe space. That's my peaceful place. When I come inside from the chaotic world, I want to come inside. I want to relax. I want it to be comfortable. You know, I'm not a minimalist, but I ain't a hoarder. I want everything cushy. I like feather. I like down. I like microfiber. Everything in my house is comfortable. And I want the energy in the house to be just as comfortable. So everybody ain't welcome. And just because I talk to them on the streets, don't mean that I can invite them to my home. Stay on the other side of that door. I don't even want you driving down the street. How about that? So you ain't gonna know where I live. Um, but yeah, and it doesn't seem lonely. Um, I'm a mother. I told y'all I'm a mother. So us mothers, we can never feel lonely. We fight just to go to the bathroom alone. I got two sets of kids. I got some adult kids who aren't in the home, and then I still got some little ones that are in the home. And I mean, you go to try to take a bath, a shower, go to the bathroom. They knocking on the door because they need something, or they want to come in the bathroom with you. Like, man, is any space sacred? Like, get out of here. So I don't. I actually crave the quiet times or the times where I get to myself just to have some me time, which are far and few between, but that's on my to-do list. Actually, it was on my vision board to make more time for myself. Uh, So, yeah, AT Quail, emotional intelligence is lacking. Try telling them that. Try telling them that because they believe that they are in tune with everything and everybody. You know, we gonna pray for them. What the fuck is it said? Cuba Gooding Jr. from Boys in the Hood used all the tears in that one scene for the entire generation. He did not. He did not. Y'all still got some left, and I encourage you to use them, even if it's, by yourself or whatever. I don't know. I've never looked at a man like, oh girl, he's soft because he crying. I mean, now that don't mean you got to be crying about everything, but why do you have tear ducts if you're not supposed to use them? Like, make it make sense. I don't know. Um, L. Nixon said, I'm an empath, so I can't escape emotions like that. Uh, Listen, we right here with each other, L. Nixon, because I am an empath too. But we got to protect ourselves because them empaths, we be feeling sorry for people. We want to save the world. We want to help everybody, and everybody ain't genuine. So they'll try and use you if you ain't careful. So when you encounter them slick ones who be trying to play on your emotions, then you have to reel it back in. But, we got street sense, so even though we empaths, we can get around that. Um, what the fun said, the chat is where it's at. The chat, I'm telling you, these chats be lit on these panels. Like it be more action happening in the chat than it do on the show. I'm like, shoot, skip the panel, black the screen out. Let's just watch the chat. Yellow Pill said, "Look, y'all. See, I'm reading. I got to figure out how to like synchronize my YouTube reading with me talking because I'm all in the chat. I'm reading, and I ain't even talking to y'all." So Yellow Pill said, "I be tough." And then I see one of those military reunion or make a wish videos. I'm done. Listen, Yellow. I don't watch TV no more, y'all. That's little known fact about me. I might watch like a and now and then State of the Union address or something like that, if it's something major going on. Other than that, I unplug because I don't like that either. How I get to YouTube but I don't watch TV, I don't know. But yeah, TV is so full of doom and gloom. And I stopped watching the news first uh because I am uh I I'm from Chicago. Well, y'all know I ain't from Chicago. I don't live actually in the city limits of Chicago, but whatever. Y'all get it. Um, and I just didn't like the way that we were portrayed on the news. You know, I came from the south side of Chicago when I did. I left when, my parents moved away when I was 15. And undoubtedly, hey, Anya. Um, it, every time I would watch the news, I would see, they would go to the hood and find the, I don't even know. We say well spoken. What's the opposite? I don't know. The person who can't talk. Y'all know they gonna get Pookie and Ray Ray and them crackhead auntie to do the interview. She got a couple vital teeth missing. And this is the image that they would put out of us. And some of the people who watch television, they don't live in communities where they have access or they encounter us regularly. And I was just like, now I know, I done been in the hood, the worst of the worst. Not living there, but visiting, mingling with friends and stuff. Um, Even in the worst of the worst neighborhoods, there's somebody who is educated and articulate, yet they would never find those people to interview or to ask questions or get their opinion about what happened in the neighborhood. And I'm like, you know what, after a while you're like, okay, I see what y'all doing. That's strategic. It's not. it's not by accident. And then I look, I'm just about to tell y'all all my business, but it's whatever. So I used to work in law enforcement. And when I worked in law enforcement, um, y'all seen in the newspaper how they do those police blotters and stuff like that. Well, those police blotters that they do, those reporters come into the police department, and they give them access to all of the police reports that, however they arrange them or whatever, they allow them access. This was in the Stone Age, y'all. So this was like before everything was all digital and electronic. So back when I worked, it was like a big old binder, and the binder just, couple three hole punch the reports and they put them in the binder. And the reporters would come in, they thumb through these binders and look at all the reports, and based on what they saw, that's what would end up in the police blotter. However, y'all know I'm observant. I'll be sitting back watching everything. So, in me being observant, I would notice that things in the white areas wouldn't make it to that binder when the reporter was there. And typically, because these are huge binders, when the reporter would come in, they didn't want to go back over, all of this whole huge pile of reports that they already saw. So they would kind of bookmark where they had stopped and then just pick up and go forward from there. Well, if they leave out the stuff that they didn't want to be public information, and they've bookmarked and they're not going to go back, then it's easy to slip in those reports that just happened to not be available when the reporter was there. So then those things would make the police blotter. Nobody ever knew about it. Well, we know that the news happens just like that. They report what they want to report, what they don't want us to know, they don't show. Unfortunate set of circumstances, but it is what it is. Didn't I get sidetracked? I think I did. Yeah, because Yellow, you were talking about the military reunion or Make a Wish Foundation's videos. Though those little, when they do go to Africa and they do the like starving children. What is it? Feed the children. They do the feed the children, and the flies will be crawling all on the faces of the babies. I hated it. And what was that lady named? Sally Fields that used to always go over there. And I just used to be like, you got all that money. You could feed this whole village for the next year or however many years, but you on here begging for 15 cents a day from the people. But y'all, it's whatever. Um, Lord have mercy. I'm way off on the chat. Y'all see how I be rambling? Yeah, that's what I do. I be rambling, I get sidetracked, I go talking about something else, then I come back in. Uh Lord Jesus, I'm way behind. What I've been doing? Running my mouth, I guess, huh? Um Wait, hold on. I ain't even made it back up, but Lord Jesus, where am I? Okay. What the funk is this said? Let's have look, I'm gonna have to just, do them random. And he gonna say she way behind. Yeah, I am way behind because I'm way up there somewhere. What the funk is this said? Let's have a positive conversation this Sunday if you want. I do want positive conversations. Like, let's build, not tear it down. Like, that burns my boils my blood, burns my biscuits, my butthole, everything. Um, hey Brianna, good morning. What the funk is this? We need to have had honorary day of positive vibes once a week on random channels. Actually, I had plans for that. Y'all see how, in real life, I be all over moving, pivoting, doing whatever. I need to get tested, y'all. I think I got the onset ADHD. I'm just playing. I just don't. I just don't like doing I fly by the seat of my pants. I don't like rules. Y'all heard in my intro, we break all the rules. That's me. Um, but I had plans to do I did a show on gender wars. Like was what's all the hype? Was it real? Was it fake? Was it about manipulation and all that? We had a good old conversation about that. And I was planning to do another gender wars show where we had a little friendly competition in the positive sense that we were competing and we were going to talk about the things that we loved about the opposite sex. And I still want to do that. My timelines be all off, but um I will. I will. Maybe I'll do that next week. I don't know, y'all. Pray for me because something come up. I might change the plan. But yeah, I think we do need to see that. I think every content creator should try to get on board and commit to that, especially those ones where people are arguing, fussing, fighting, and carrying on daily or several times a week. Then they need to bring some balance. Okay, it was, the fight. I don't want to use the name of nobody else show, but it was a fight scenario on the panel today. So, midweek, we going to switch it up. we going to do something different. Because, yeah, we do need to have some positive vibes. Like this energy here is draining. Uh, um, what the funk is this? Don't do that, Viola Davis, not cry. Listen, when when I first came to YouTube, so I had like y'all know, well, y'all don't know. Let me tell y'all that. See, I ain't told nothing because I've been on these panels and stuff. I really haven't put any work or effort into my own channel because I've been everywhere else and trying to balance work life, mommy life, YouTube life, and have a social life too and unplug. I get lost in the sauce. Um, I had a bunch of videos before I came on YouTube. I delegate everything I can. So all of my trademark stuff, I hired an attorney to do that. And I thought that if I come to YouTube, that I just pick up a camera or my phone or whatever and just do what I do until I heard about the trademark. I was like, okay, well, I don't have one of those, so I got to get one. I go to my attorney. He refers me to another attorney, and he's telling me, he's like, well, you got to be careful what you put out because if you put content out and you don't have a trademark, then it's not protected. I'm like, what? Okay, so I got to do the trademark. Well, I didn't know that the trademark process was like ridiculously long, so and I'm like, okay, well, when is it happening? When is it happening? When can I get something? And then what they don't tell you is, okay, you go through the trademark process. Well, you're not supposed to put out content because your content isn't protected. But then when you get to the end of the trademark process, then they want a statement of use. Well, how the hell I got a statement of use if I couldn't put nothing out? So then it's like, okay, now you got to scramble to get something so that you can do your statement of use and that more than one thing. So it's the whole thing. But so yeah, I said all that to say that I had pre-recorded all these videos, like some of those stories that I told y'all that I want to tell here. I had pre-recorded those stories, and I was doing the Viola Davis snot cry when I did it, and I hate to see myself on camera, so I never go back and look at anything. But some say, girl, look at these videos before you put them out. Y'all, I don't wear a lot of makeup, but I had put like some lip gloss or some what do they call it? Like lip stain or something on my lips. And it had some glitter in it, and I was doing the Viola Davis snot cry, and I had to stop the camera and, like, clean myself up because it was too bad, and I was wiping with tissue and paper towel, whatever I could get my hands on. Y'all, I had glitter all over my face where, I done, like, wiped on my face, and I had wiped my lips, and I don't know what? If I was like reusing or what, I was just a mess. And I looked at myself at the beginning, like the first part. And by the end, I'm like, no, girl, you can't put that out. You can't let these people see you looking like that. So yeah, I haven't used those videos, but I have all this footage that I don't know what I'm gonna do with. I don't know if I'm gonna re-record it or not, but I'll figure it out. Hey, Great Pill Podcast. He said, much love, Jen Jen. He calls me Jen Jen. I don't know where he got that from, but I've heard it before, which is crazy. Um, Daryl Long. Good morning. Um, Daryl Long. He said, LMAO, facts. They all high value and used to supermodels. Daryl Long, I swear to God, no lies told there. They are all high value. We were actually laughing at that on one of my previous shows. Everybody make $300,000 a week. They all they date is tens. I'm like, okay, well, what euphoric world do they live in? Because that ain't our reality. Nah. I done had some fine ones, and I done had some barrillas too, trying to do something different. I won't do this shit again though. Um, and if you say that though, then they weaponize that. If you say that you only want a high value man, if somebody come out and say they only want a supermodel, then they superficial, they need to look deeper. And they try to make it so much more than it is. Like, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. So to hell with all that bullshit, them talking points. Date what you like. If you only want a high value man, then date the high value man. If you can't find him, then you got to be okay with your little single space or whatever place you in until he comes along. If you want the supermodel and you want to wait because God told you that you gonna find her, then go and do that. But they'll say that, and then these people, they make them feel bad, and they cowering in the corner because of what they like. I'll be damned if I let somebody decide who I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I like what I like. I want what I want. And I'm not about to change that. Now, we do understand that we have to compromise, and there's some things that we may not get because nobody's perfect. But if you don't like light skin, then don't get with somebody light skin and think that they just gonna grow on you. Cause how they grow on you, that shit, you gonna lose all of that, and y'all gonna end up in divorce court, and you're gonna be part of these statistics or whatever they call them things that they use, because y'all know I hate statistics too. Um, Daryl Long said Genesis got a roster. She got them in rotation. Now listen, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all and tell y'all that I don't have options, or that, I don't have people trying to get with me on the regular, because they do. But I don't entertain everybody that says, "Hey girl, you cute. Can I get your number?" I don't. But I have been uh married most of my adult life. I got married for the first time at 17. I stayed married for 16 years. Got divorced in 2007, 2007 and a half, maybe 2008 early. I don't remember. I got involved in another relationship that lasted for a year, left there, got in another relationship, ended up married again. Y'all, I'm telling y'all all my business. So that marriage was the marriage from hell, and I quickly got out of it. Um, but it took me forever to get a damn divorce. So I started dating somebody before my divorce was final. Yes, I said it. I started dating someone else before my divorce was final because it took damn years. And who the hell about to sit and wait and put their life on hold? I wasn't. That's between me and God. Mind your damn business. So I started dating somebody else, and that was the person that I was engaged to who passed away last year. So right now is like a time where I am enjoying being single. I I'm I don't want to be a serial bride. If I choose to get married again, then that would be it. This ain't no baseball game. Three strikes and you out. Shit, who the hell want to keep doing that? And y'all know wins is expensive. So yeah, I'm taking my time and I'm enjoying my season of singleness. And while I'm enjoying my single season of singleness, yes, I am single and mingling. That don't mean that I'm sleeping with everybody that I'm mingling with. But yeah, I'm out here because that's what I'm supposed to be doing because I'm a single woman. I ain't got to commit to nobody that I ain't committed to, and I ain't got to claim anybody that ain't claimed me officially. So that's what it is. Um, Marcus says some people have issues and boundaries dealing with people in general. Others try to protect their peace and circles. That's why certain will limit themselves to these spaces. I did notice that there's these cliques and people are not supposed to move outside of the cliques. But them same damn cliques ain't loyal to the people that they don't want to move outside. I am loyal to spaces, places, and people that are loyal to me. Period. With the T on the end. Um, that's one of the things I have learned in life. You be loyal to the people, the spaces, and places that are loyal to you. If they are not, you don't owe them nothing. Why the hell should you give them more than they're willing to give you? I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Robbie, look, y'all, I'm way behind. What the heck time it is? Y'all, I'm like 30 minutes behind. Robbie said, yes, you are. They all your boyfriend. Every woman is supposed to treat the YouTube men as God. I ain't treating the YouTube men as nothing. I ain't treating the only man that I'm treating as God is, well, not as God, but up under God is a man that I'm married to. Anybody else, it is what it is. And if I'm not in a relationship, then they pray to your mama, whoever, because somebody else gonna have to do it. It ain't gonna be me. The Chester Cat, he said, please don't go back on these negative men platforms. They don't show you respect. I like this version of you. The Chester Cat, they don't. And but then those same places where they don't show you respect, when you disrespectful, then they say you're not in your feminine energy. Well, when I'm disrespected, I get disrespectful. And I don't make it excuses for it. I don't have to treat you better than you treat me. And I'm not going to. Like where the hell they do that at? Um, they don't show respect. And that's why a lot of times that I'm sitting there and I don't say much because like I said, when I go there, I don't come with breaks. So I sit there and I be quiet. And they may feel like, oh, she just a pretty face. She ain't got much to add to the conversation. Okay, I'm cool. I don't give a damn what you think about me. Whatever you've decided or whoever you've decided I am, you're right. Keep that thinking. Um Yellow Pill said, "It's cool. I heard about your crush on me. Tell the people." Yellow Pill, I'm crushing on you. Okay. Well, I didn't know. But since you said it, y'all, I got a crush on Yellow Pill. He heard about it. So I'm telling y'all right now. So y'all go spread the rumor in the YouTube streets. We get married tomorrow too. I forgot to send y'all an invite. But y'all just show up. I'm gonna text y'all the link to where the wedding is. Robbie said, yes, she's bringing this morning. Sunday, let's shine. I shine every day. Any day that ends in day, I am shining, whether I'm on YouTube or not. Uh-oh, uh-oh, caterpillar. Listen now, y'all not finna get me wrapped up in the mess. Y'all in the chat, Caterpillar made a comment. I ain't gonna read it out loud. You got to go read it for yourself to see what was said. Cause I ain't getting in that. I ain't getting in that. Um, Jenny Morena says, same here. I only have select few allowed in my home. Girl, ain't that the truth? But what I'm learning, because I said I'm out here singling and mingling, they all be ready to run to your house. Like, baby, So I be, I got a project going on in my house. My house ain't presentable, whatever. And they still be asking to come. No, everybody, and half the time, they lead with that out the gate. Like you meet somebody and 2 days later they ready to come to your house. Like, is this what the single people do? I've been out the loop, so I don't really know how this I don't want to call it dating, but single and mingling thing go. But if these are the rules of engagement, then I'm clearly not cut out for this because I ain't doing it. You're not about to come in my house and be all up around, bring your little nasty toxic energy in my house and be all up over my kids. This is their home. Now, and we probably ain't gonna last no way. So what I'm gonna have you come and here Mr. Such and such came by. You'll never do that. You'll never do that. That won't be my story. Or my kids ain't gonna be saying, oh, mommy new friend came over. You can stay where you at. I'll meet you outside though. Eldest said, right, as soon as you get busy, kids want your attention. My kids stay in the loop. And that is my first priority. I'm a mommy before I am anything. They come for anything, even work. Um, and I'm good at that. I will flex on that because I take damn good care of my kids because that's my responsibility. That's what I'm supposed to do. Hey, Candid Ann. She was at work last night. Yeah, I appreciate y'all know Candid Ann is one of the realest people that I have met on YouTube. And I love her energy and how she speaks. Like she'll cut you and you don't even know you've been cut. Like, I think she just checked me. But she do it in love, and you have to appreciate it. You have to appreciate her for who she is. What the fun? I love your workout playlist, Candid Ann. See, I ain't up. I'm learning all kinds of stuff in the chat, and this is why I be in the chat because the whole conversation be in the chat. Um, Eugene Seal said, this is what is great about the chat. Not only do we communicate with the panel, but we communicate with each other. Yes, you do. And I love that. I love how people, on in some of these spaces, we see the same people on the panels the same weeks. And I am glad that even if the chat, if people can't cam up because they're at work and, they have to be in the chat, that you all are still engaging and interacting with each other. I'd be glad to see y'all on camera. Like, drop them damn links so we can get somebody else on the panel besides these same damn faces that we see all the time. Raw B said, "Have a good day, y'all. Let me try to snatch a nap." Girl, how you snatching a nap at 8 o'clock in the morning? You supposed to be getting up to get the day started. But enjoy your nap. I'm just giving her a hard time. I know. I, she a mommy too, and our hours are not just 9 to 5. You do what you can do when you can, even if it's at 3 in the morning. Daryl Long said they aren't looking for those people. They enjoy us looking uneducated. They do. They do. And then all these the educated folks, they hiding somewhere or they got these images to protect or they can't be associated with this, that, and other. I'm like, y'all, if y'all don't get y'all phony full of shit asses on somewhere. Um, oh wait, I Candid Ann's comment. What did I do? I just hit the button, I think, and went all the way to the bottom. Um, Mandrell talking about he about to take a nap. He haven't been to sleep yet. Mandrell, if you don't get your tail off of this YouTube and go somewhere, cause he on there. If he ain't at Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, he on damn YouTube. Get the heck off of YouTube and go live. Go out in the world. And T said, "Oh, so this is where everyone's hiding this morning. Peace, Genesis." I know. I just my day starts early, y'all. When I tell y'all this YouTube thing was wearing my ass out, it was wearing me out. Like I'm balancing all those things that I said, and I'm trying to do the YouTube, and I'm trying to support everybody. So I'm bouncing from panel to panel to panel, and they don't do I thought the shows would be an hour, 2 hours max. I get here and these jokers talking for 5 hours. Then after the 5-hour show ends, they go to the after chat, and the after chat is another however many hours. I'm like, when y'all sleep? Cause I sure as heck ain't getting none. Mandrell said, shouldn't you be in church? Mandrell, I should, but I ain't. Cause guess what? At church, I serve on a ministry. Well, first off, I was supposed to be working this weekend, but y'all know shit happens, stuff changes. So I wasn't able to work this weekend. Um, yeah, I just got mad about that, but I'll tell y'all about that later. Anyway, um, at church, the ministry that I serve on, we use this text app or whatever. I don't know if it's a text app or whatever called GroupMe. Why everybody got the C19 that I serve with? I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna have to praise the Lord online. But yes, I will be watching service online because I don't miss a Sunday, whether I'm in the building or not. I always get my word. Daryl Long said, I would love to speak to you one of these days, Lady Genesis. Daryl Long, I be dropping the link all the time. And I ain't particular about if you in the chat, you welcome to come up on the show. So y'all listen. Let me y'all, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. So if you want to come up, then you can come up. I ain't funny acting. Now, I might not let you in my house because I don't know you, but I'll let you come on the show. Hey, they be picking and choosing who can come on the show too. Controlled environments, right? Um, okay, I'm back to where I was. Candid Ann says she's driving back from the gym, everybody. Hey y'all, please forgive me for the general greeting. Hashtag by your grace. Candid Ann, I need to be with you. I work out with a personal trainer, and we have been working out outside for the past 2 weeks on our workout days. It has been in the high 90s. I'm like, baby, I'm gonna have to figure something else out. I'm gonna have to push back from the table a little bit more this week because I'm not about to go work out in nobody's 98-degree weather. I'll be fat. Well, I ain't really fat like that, but I do need to tone up. Like I know what I need to do. Finding time to do that. Now, I already talked about work, mommy life, social life, YouTube life. When am I supposed to fit in my workouts? Like it's only so many hours in the day. Marcus says, man, I have friends, military brothers, and acquaintances, relatives who say good things about Chicago and other cities around them. You know what? I love Chicago. I haven't lived in many other places. Um, I thought you were going to take a nap. Hey, Mandrell.
Y'all niggas won't let me go to sleep. Genesis, listen. Let me tell you something.
Wait, let me tell
Uh,
Marcus this. Marcus, there are so many dope places in Chicago, and I think Chicago gets a bad rap because of the violence that the news people choose to show. So that's going to be one of the things that I'm going to try to do on my show. I'm going to try and go live, like, y'all, I be outside every chance I can. And I need to invest. Yeah, I told y'all that, I ride a motorcycle when it's warm, especially with the prices of gas. But I need to invest in a GoPro camera so that I can take y'all with me and then I can talk about, the stuff. But I'm going to do some shows like out and about around town in Chicago. So y'all get to see some of Chicago other than just the bad stuff.
I've been to Chicago. Oh, look who it is. It's Jenny Morena.
Yeah, I'm about to go work out.
Buenos dias.
Yes. Congratulations.
It finally comes up. Look at this. Buenos dias.
I need to be right there with you, Jenny Morena. Look, I got everything in my house to do it, but y'all, I like comfortable spaces and stuff. So I be trying to have everything plush and comfortable. And I'm like, where I'm going to put my workout stuff? So I'm trying to like build a little workout corner in my basement.
I got it in the garage.
I do. Y'all, I'm a car freak.
I just wanted to stop by and say hi.
I'm a car freak, so between cars,
yeah, I did the same thing.
Toys,
I just dropped in to support her for a few seconds.
Thank you. I appreciate you stopping.
Yeah, I'm gonna go come take a nap in
a few
minutes because
see you,
Jenny. Yesterday, Shamaria and I had the pleasure and honor of being invited to Suzette Speaks show, right?
Oh.
And when I tell you there's some people in the world who are absolutely batshit crazy.
Wait, hold on.
Genesis. It was a sad state of affairs.
What? What do you mean?
By the way, Eugene Steele, War Eagle. Yeah. Anyway, listen, get about an hour into the show, someone's going to come on, and you'll know who it is. And, you don't know the person. I didn't know this person either until they started talking. And I was like, those people, you show them evidence to their face, and they still won't believe it? You know what I'm talking about?
No, wait, what does that sound?
I don't know. It sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying.
Okay, I think Dr. Steele, I think that's you, your mic. You sound like the Chipmunks.
Yeah, it does.
I'm anyway, like, okay, is it just
me? Good morning or afternoon, what the punk?
What's up, Mandrell?
Yeah,
right.
What's going on?
Is also in Germany. Now, it's what time there right now?
It is 4:00, and I just bought the new iPhone, so I am going to be in these YouTube streets a lot more with my good wife.
Like I said, good afternoon.
All right.
I know over there in Deutschland, and I'm familiar with the time zone there. I'll be in Deutschland later this year.
Dude, you're going to have a blast. It's really amazing.
I've been there before. I know I'm going to have a blast. So I'll probably get your information like WhatsApp or something like that before I get there. Just depending on where you are, maybe we can I don't know, hook up, hang out or something like that while I'm there.
Dude, not a problem. I've shown many people around here from America because if you tell me what you're into, and I'll let you know whether it's best to hit up Switzerland or Amsterdam but with me being by Berlin, it's definitely American friendly. So
really,
yeah.
Oh yeah, perfect for American.
I got
You say perfect for American. I find that interesting.
It really is good for Americans over there. It is. He's right about that. I mean, and the German women, they do like African Americans. I mean, it's a thing.
And also, I could tell you about Germany too, because first of all, I was actually born in Germany. And then the second time I've been there, I was a teenager. The American students, You know, we have our housing, we have our schools and things like that. But going out there to the economy, it's wonderful. It is wonderful.
But Eugene, then I'm upset with you then.
What?
Because I've been a bartender here, and what I've realized in my 8 years of being here is when I smoke and hang out with German Black people, they don't know their fathers because their Black fathers from America and all these other places made babies and left. So that ruins my high, because all of a sudden they start asking me life alter, like, but why isn't my daddy here? And I'm like,
no, what the fuck? You can't blame it on the GIs. It's not our fault. We try to bring them over here, but then they don't want to come, or they come here, don't like America, and choose to go back, and they take the kids.
I am telling you, it is an epidemic of GI sperm that has
That's
made.
Because, like I just told you why. You know, it ain't all our fault. I mean, here's the thing.
I blame y'all.
Here's the thing. A GI. My father told me this years before I joined the army. Right. A GI is gonna no matter where GI is on Earth or otherwise. He's guaranteed to do two things. He's gonna drink and he's gonna screw.
Yeah.
That's it. No matter, he could be on the moon or Jupiter. He's gonna find something to drink and he's gonna find something to screw. And listen, from being in the military and now out, he was absolutely right. GIs are gonna do that. They are like it's crazy. Like this. When you back here stateside, it's this big romanticized idea of what a soldier is, but it's like, oh, you people don't, you have no idea. You really don't. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, he was absolutely right. Wow. You know, like if you're in Germany, like I said, German women, they have an appetite for African American males.
Yes, sir.
You know,
women here actually have a appetite for American males, because that's the funny thing is I realized that how celebrated we are globally outside of America.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
The Black women in Switzerland, especially the Black women in the Netherlands, like even Black women here. I had an event and I saw this beautiful sister in a Switzerland party I was doing a bartending event for. And I walked in and I was doing my event and I stopped what I was doing. And I went there to shoot my shot. Nothing crazy, nothing smooth. Just like, and she turned and she started having tears in her eyes. So I'm like, hold up, what's wrong? Right. And she's like, I never seen a Black man approach a Black woman first in an event like this. And I'm like, you realize you fine, right? Like, I'm punching up. But she's like, she would never assume that I would have approached a Black woman first. And I was just like, different mentality.
And that's the thing. Yeah, that's the crazy part. Like, I mean, like it's almost like to you, like us African American males, we're just happy to see another Black person. You know what I mean? So of course, like, oh, a sister. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like, of course they're gonna run over there.
Hey, tells you about that difference of culture, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, man. I mean, it's weird. Like,
hey, can I say something real quick before I dip? Hey, Genesis, God bless you. Keep being you, Genesis. I love this energy with you right here. I feel like you found your niche just being you like this. Hey, what the fuck, man? I'm glad. Hey, man, what the fuck go way back in the Red Pill spaces. So I'm glad to see this man got that 4K. Hey, I'm gonna keep holding down for you, man. Mandrell, Deuce, he's over there in Germany right now. So everything y'all saying about Germany is 100% correct. He has, I ain't gonna throw him on the bus. He has amazing stories. You know what I'm saying? To the point where the last time he was back there, I was trying to make waves to go visit him, but he had to dip. So he's here for his last 3 years, and he's not going to re-enlist. So he's going to either stay in Germany or hit up New Orleans. So I will say this. What the funk? I will make sure I give him your contact information because he's there. So you can have a brother from this side to keep in contact with, an extra friend.
Because, like I said, it's finally opening up for the people who aren't vaccinated, because I had to do a whole lot of isolation because I wasn't. But now it's finally like the rules are done. So it's kind of time to start going crazy now.
Yeah, that's like real talk, bro. That's like my brother, you know what I'm saying? So he's real cool dude, very nice, very cool, casual cat. So I'll make sure y'all have each other contact information. Y'all can link up.
All right, I'll definitely DM you right on. I know we're connected on Instagram. So
Yep.
All right,
man. Everybody have a good one, Mrs. Steele, Daryl Long, Robbie, like always. Yeah, I'll catch y'all later.
Have a good day. Good night.
No problem. But by the way, Genesis, like I said,
Yes.
our broadcast yesterday was fantastic, right?
You were talking about the bad shit crazy.
I think it should be a case study because Gray Pill and I spent all night dissecting that video, and he was astonished. As was I during the process of it, to the point where I was like, okay, I need a break. And I actually got up out of my seat and walked off camera.
Why?
I went and got a drink of water.
Hold on. This is my question.
I took some aspirin. I got a drink of water.
Spend...
I took some aspirin. I was in the bathroom. I came as.
Why y'all gonna spend all night dissecting
worth it
a video?
Worth it.
Let these crazy folks be crazy.
No, worth it. Check it. You listen. You should be watching Suzette Speaks content anyway because she does a good job over there. I really like her content anyway. But like I said, yesterday was wow, absolutely amazing.
I am not.
You people actually, you never cease to amaze me. You people are actually entertaining. I mean, if nothing else.
Who is you people though? How he just gonna come on here and call us
normal people? Well, not Dr. Steele. He's an actual. He's an intellectual. He's
like you normie.
So I like that.
Exactly.
I like Dr.
That's what he called us.
Dr. Steele, you're right. You're exempt from any criticism.
He did even better on one day. He said,
I'm not talking about you. Right?
He said, "You humans."
Yeah. See, no, it's
just
we
humans. What are you?
Well, here's the thing. I have relatives who are professors and educators and doctors and the like. So that's why Dr. Steele, I don't include him in any criticism. He's right. And plus, he's an Auburn fan. So, did you attend Auburn University?
Yes, I did.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, I did.
I'm sure enough not talking about you now. You all right?
Yep. Got my bachelor's degrees.
There you go. You're an ace in my book.
You said attend. Did you graduate, sir? That's the.
Yes, I did.
He did. Hey, he didn't have to graduate. He attended. Okay, and Auburn is down the street up 85 North. I just jump on 85 North, and and straight shot on into Auburn. Just get off at the exit, take a left. Auburn University's down the road. But so, yeah, there's a person who showed up on the panel later, and wow. I mean, it's jaw-dropping. Jaw-dropping. I'm quoting actual science here. I mean, that I've studied, and I'm just like,
but let these people be who they are. There is a space for everybody. God can't even use that crazy person.
You want to know the source of my ire? It's that why aren't people better than what they are? And it's not just that. It's not just that. It's just they're comfortable being ignorant and recalcitrant. They're okay with it. And that's the big problem. Is I'm like, okay, like I'm a person who constantly attempts to improve himself.
But do you know that for sure? Do you know that for sure?
Yes, they are. If they weren't comfortable with it, they'd be a lot better than they are.
Mandrell, what I had to learn is this, and good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Everybody is not, thank you. Everybody's not raised the same. Everybody is not taught to value the same things. And just because you like to be educated and well-informed on certain things doesn't mean that that value was imparted into other people. So what I'm working on for me is kind of like just, teaching who I can that wants to learn, and those that don't seem like they have an aptitude or they want to learn anything else, just letting them go. Like I just did a stream on that this morning, actually, after I got off with y'all, because some people like on these spaces, legit, they pretend to have everything. They pretend to have been everywhere. They pretend to know it all. And you know what? God bless them and keep them. It's about the laughter. You know who you are and what you're doing. But Genesis, I'm glad to see you up here in your spirit, in your own energy. You understand what I'm saying? And just being free. being free.
am free every day.
Yeah, but I'm not glad to see her up here.
I am free
I'm really
every
not.
day.
You
Why
people
not?
will make you
What
sleep because
is
you people will make you sleep. If she comes up, I have to support her. I don't have a choice in that matter. So
you do have
she
a
pulls
choice.
up. She pulls up in a live, and I'm just like, oh my god! Now I gotta wait. She drops the link.
You
No,
don't. You
yes, I do.
don't.
I have
You
to
Look,
don't
support
you
you.
know,
I have to support you. I have
listen.
to support your
Do
platform.
never
Genesis,
ever
when do I
feel
not have your back?
obligated to come on a panel because I drop a link.
Kind of am. We're friends. Kind of
You
am. We're
still have to
friends.
do self-care. You
It's
still
the
have to
same
do
thing with
self-care.
Canada Ann.
Your
She goes
body
live.
still needs
I gotta
rest.
go help. I gotta go support her.
I
Your body
appreciate that.
still
Thank
needs
you.
rest though. And I don't want your health to be affected because you came on the show. Hell,
I don't
go
want it
get
to be
you a
affected
nap,
either.
go to sleep, because there's tomorrow or the next day that I
But
might
you ain't
be
going
rambling
live
on
tomorrow
about
or the next
something.
day, are you?
You said what?
listen.
You ain't going live tomorrow or the next day, are
You know what? I don't know. I just might, because I've been sticking to trying to do the Saturday thing, and like I said, I am out living life. And who the hell wants to be on YouTube every Saturday damn night?
You do.
Not I.
But you got the roster
Not
on
I.
speed dial,
So
so
I
they
might
can wait until
look.
after you're done.
Y'all know
you
I
said it,
love
not
me
me.
some Talk Williams. Talk will go live at 3:41 a.m.
3:41, 4:30.
And I
Talk
love
goes
it.
live anytime.
And
It's
I love
random.
it.
Yes,
That
Dr.
just might
Steele. It
be
is
me.
so random when that guy goes
Do it.
live.
Do it.
That just
Totally
might
random.
be
It's
me.
like
Do it.
it might be 7 a.m., might be 2 a.m., it might be
might
noon,
be 2
it might be 10
2:16
a.m.,
p.m.
2 p.m.
and I'm going live.
It'll
I
just
don't
go
know.
live, and then people just start showing up.
But I'm gonna tell you what, it's
Right,
the
I'm sorry,
same.
Rob.
I'm sorry, Daryl. It's the same thing with me. I'm not gonna stay up here for long, but you always support me. You come on my channel. And I was like, F that. I was sitting there with the phone, girl, I nodded off a little bit, and I had seen you drop the link. So I was like, oh, let me, you know what I'm saying, throw something on, come up on this camera, support my friend. Because that's how you build community. It's not just all the time people coming to your house.
See?
And you know what I'm saying, just sharing out show stuff. And I think that's another thing that's really missing from this space. People got to travel around. They got to start sharing it. You know, I'll say this about this platform. You want to know something about a content creator, go to their community wall. If you only see them and whatever they got going on, that tells you everything about them. For me, anyway, it tells me they're selfish and they're narcissistic. And I don't got time for that type of energy. I build a space where I'm always sharing people. I don't care how it's going to affect my notifications or nothing else. And I only really deal with people that do the same. And you're dope as shit. And anybody that's missing out on it.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Thank you. No, you know, and I do notice that. But here's the thing. Like some of the people, I'm going to keep it all the way 100. We know that we're not bad on the eyes.
I know. Thank you very much.
And
it's always nice to have
we bring a certain element to panels.
I
Major
sure do.
facts.
Yes, I do.
We bring a certain element to panels.
I do.
So yeah, they
know.
want you there, even if it's just to have a pretty face in one of those squares.
Yep, they sure do. They always want. They always ask me to come on the
trust and believe. Anybody that thinks that they are using you for that purpose, they are not.
No, they're not.
You know,
they're not.
I want to speak on that too.
Because when you sow a seed, if I'm sowing a seed, even if it's in bad ground, I'm still gonna get a blessing. I'm still gonna get a harvest for that seed that I sowed.
Amen.
I know.
So you go on and elevate me and give me that blessing if you want to, because I'm gonna take it.
Elevate you.
Amen.
Absolutely. Because if I've sown a seed in good faith, even if it was in bad soil, God understands my sacrifice and the service that I have just given. And he don't reward me for my good behavior. But I don't do it. Anything I do, I don't do it
behavior
with the expectation of receiving something. But because my life is good, I know that when my blessings come, and I know that some of those blessings are attached to seeds that I've sown.
Amen.
Behavior. You said you're good behavior, Genesis. Now I saw I was present.
You have seen my bad behavior.
I have seen your bad behavior more than one
and you might see
occasions.
it again. And you might see it again.
Who said it was bad behavior?
I say, yeah, it's not bad behavior. What I see you and Raw doing, Genesis, what drew me to both of y'all, especially Raw.
Daryl, you ain't seen what I've seen, man. I've seen Genesis act up.
You can enlighten me. You can definitely enlighten me. But what I see is these two women in particular, and Candy Ann, her channel was huge. I see them calling out men all the time for the bullshit. And like, I got big in this YouTube space by going at a particular person. Me and him have no problems now. But the manosphere, I got big for really going at the whole manosphere. Genesis, you talked about the clicks and the fake high value man shit, and they all date bad women. Let me tell you something right now. I've come into this space and I've seen dudes. They get on the panels and they do exactly what you and Raw saying. A pretty face, they're gonna do whatever for the pretty face. And I usually find that they don't have these type of women in their real lives. You and Raw, Candid, very beautiful women. But the problem is when these guys turn off the camera, a lot of times they don't have access to these kind of women. I think it's actually very, very, very fucked up because like the problem is when you quote unquote high value, and I see dudes talking about Dusty. I've been called Dusty a million times, but then I'm looking at women that I attract and I'm looking at women that they attract. And it's not even in the fucking comparison. And another thing that we talk about that's a lie on here, and I hate it. And me and Raw had a conversation a few days ago on my panel. Black women did not leave black men. Stop for fucking what is it? Raw, you say the Moynihan report bullshit.
Resources, welfare.
Welfare. That's a lie, dog.
Mass exodus.
As much as the lies y'all got. $300,000 a week. They all been to every country, right? You know what I'm saying, Genesis? Y'all got to stop capping in these streets,
man.
And that's one of the things I want to talk about. And as far as clicks, I always said this when I was in college. I went to Central Michigan University, class of 2016. How can we talk? How can we spread unity when everybody in cliques? How the fuck does that happen, Dr. Steele? Right where I come from, you can't have unity if you claim blood and he claimed Crip and he a Taino, right? There's going to be Genesis. You from Chicago?
Yeah.
Nobody want to be from 63rd, right? Nobody want to be from these different neighborhoods. And for me, when I think about your city, I think about one name and one name only: Robert Yummy Sandifer. Do you know him? Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
11 years old, the most bodies in your city history. So, we're not talking about King Von and all them rappers. Those are what these dudes are online are, entertainers. But that young man, that was real. So I love to have real conversations. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoy you and Raw. Raw, she be keeping it like her name says, raw. I love it. But Mandrill, you might be right, because I have seen some of the ladies act up. But it's usually in response to the men acting up, just to defend them a little bit and play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
But this is hold tight. Let me say something, because I'm one of them that
take shots for no reason too. Now.
Act up. It's not face never for no reason.
I've seen you come for.
I don't take shots for no reason. I've
seen let me tell you something for people's neck.
Okay. See, women are. Now you see how I done did
bullshit. If I just take bullshit, you
and
not
also,
gonna piss on me and tell me it's rain.
Ladies, you did leave us. You did.
Oh man, Drell, come on home.
Here's the thing.
On home.
Here's the thing. Let me qualify it. You didn't do it by yourselves. You were tricked into it.
Lord.
That's the thing. You were tricked into it, and being the black people are just low hanging fruit.
Not on this Sunday morning,
girl.
Listen, the government.
Not on this Sunday morning.
Here's the thing. The government gave us a lot of help with our current.
Sir. You sleepy? I'm gonna let you slide right now. But thanks. You sleepy?
There's something else I wanted to comment on.
Wait, hold on a second, Mandra. As far as acting up, don't nobody be acting up. Listen, it's called being a sniper assassin.
No.
I'ma sit. I'ma wait. I'ma wait until you stop talking. I'ma wait until you breathe. I'ma wait until you look into the left, and I'm be like, hey. Remember what your had said? Well, I had heard this one time at band camp that you was wrong, and then they get in a tizzy. They get their panties in a bunch. I don't know what it is. Like they can be wrong. I mean, is the male ego that big that it can never be? Dang, I was wrong. I learned something new today. You just said you tired of ignorant niggas. I mean, Negroes. So what had happened?
What?
You just said you tired.
Look, I hadn't slept.
And Raw, I only bring that up because I read the whole
4 hours in the past 3 days. So I mean,
go to bed, go to sleeping.
I don't want to now.
Well, then stay awake all day.
Mandrill, you know, you read the Morning Report, obviously.
I have.
And you know,
gonna get me.
Not once in the report did it say that black women left black men. Not once.
It didn't say that. But here's the thing: look at the findings.
It's not true.
When it comes to government documents that have been leaked to the public, the reason why you can't take it at face value, you do have to read between the lines. It's just like this whole thing with them, making Roe v. Wade a state issue now, right? You got to read, and I've said this I've said why on 2 different platforms now, and that really is what it is. I told the truth. Now, whether people believe it or not, that's on them, but that's what it is.
Oh, Mandrill.
So like I said, here's the thing: at face value, people think like the person I'm talking about, Genesis. The reason why I say go watch Suzette's broadcast with us on there. This person says, she says, "Why do you think this was overturned? It was for the preservation of life." And I was like, my sister and I both like, no, it so wasn't.
Much more political than that. It's much more political than that.
It's exactly. So, you know what I mean? So it's.
I mean,
Mandrill,
you are
with
smart.
The Moynihan Report and government documents that are leaked into the public. Please believe and know for certain those documents have been redacted up the wazoo. Things have been edited out, and that's why you have to read between the lines. Now, it's not saying that.
My bad, Genesis. I wasn't trying to start a serious conversation.
No, and like I said, it's a combination of a lot.
I don't have. Yeah. I abhor these having to have a topic and you got to stay on that. Hey, E-Man, that you have to have a topic because does regular conversation go that way? Like in real life, talking to people, we have conversations and we may start talking about one thing and we end up somewhere way on the other side of the world by the time the conversation is over. That's how
let me say this too. Chicago is dope, man. Shout out to Garrett's Popcorn. Everything that's on the Magnificent Mile.
It ain't all that. It ain't all
Whenever I go there, we get the nice popcorn. I'll be out there shopping. It'd be nice.
I prefer New York and Miami. Chicago's all right.
And whatever. New York is all right. New York
Chicago is like a baby New York.
No, it's not.
First off, Chicago is like New York. It's just not like congested. And I heard Talk Williams describe that. He's lived in both places, and he said that
Chicago like a baby New York.
The same thing that I said. New York and Chicago are the same. It's just spread out.
No. I've been all over the world.
And Miami,
I've been all over the world. And let me tell you, I've been all over the world, and there's no city, to include London, Berlin, Tokyo. There's no city on the planet like New York. I've been to Chicago several times. Nothing like, no comparison. New York is absolutely. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You guys keep your violence sequestered off into one corner. New York is. You guys keep your violence, the bulk of it, sequestered off in one corner. No, that's on purpose. But New York, all 5 boroughs are complete chaos incarnate.
Listen, Chicago, it's as much violence. You hear them talking about the hood. It's as much violence happening in New York. The whole city is in the hood in New York.
That's not true.
It is true.
Let me address this really quick, please. First of all, good morning, Canada. First of all, New York is only crazy in New York City. No. New York City.
It's crazy in Queens.
Have you lived in
the Bronx, Brooklyn?
See, baby.
And Brooklyn's been gentrified at the wazoo now. So it's Harlem.
See, you're not from New York, so you're missing it. The 5 boroughs are New York City proper. That is not New York. You know what happens when you leave the 5
boroughs? New York City. There's nothing else going on in the entire state.
Wrong. First of all, y'all gonna stop. Y'all gonna stop pooping on my city now, right?
Because the state is absolutely worthless. There's nothing else there but New York City.
Wrong. Westchester County is lit. Hudson County is lit. The Catskills, the Adirondacks, Orange County. It's New York though, and that's the thing. A lot of people just stuck on the city, and it's funny because again, I talked about this earlier. So when I'm in different accents and stuff, when I'm on camera, people are like, "You being fake." I'm not being fake. I was born in Harlem, raised between Harlem and the Bronx and Brooklyn, and I lived in upstate New York. So sometimes I'll be like, "Okay, what's goody? Like, what's popping?" And then other times I'll be like, "Oh my God, Becky, like, we need to go to Starbucks because I need my vanilla bean frappuccino." But that is my real life.
Daryl.
Like, y'all gonna stop hanging on New York.
Quick question. Y'all guys see me?
Let me say this real quick because he trying to disrespect New York, and I'm from Jersey, and we neighbors. Anyways, if you're not from no, Alabama, calm your butt down. Alabama, calm down.
Where are you right now,
if you ain't, I'm residing in your little boring state. That's why I'm struggling right now.
Alabama too.
So residing in your boring state. But I'm gonna say this: if you're not from the area, don't speak of it. All right. If you're not from it, don't speak of it.
New York, shout out to my family in Jersey from Hackensack, New Jersey.
That part.
Shout out to Hackensack,
Essex County, Union County, Island, all over. There's
nothing in Hackensack.
So with that being said, if you're not from it, don't speak on it. New York and Chi-Town is so very different to the point. I'm not gonna speak on the violence part. I'm gonna speak on the success rate.
You can't speak on the violence part.
No, I'm saying I'm not speaking on the violence part. I'm saying on the positive side. When it comes to New York, the major cities, New York is one of them. Miami is the next. Atlanta is another. That's where you go if you try. Vegas too. Thank you. I apologize. Those are the major places if you're trying to come up. If you're trying to be a model, if you're trying to be a rapper, and all that good stuff like that.
How would you put Vegas in that?
Somebody threw at Vegas. I didn't. I just said, "What's up to them?"
Oh,
hold on. So,
are you serious? I've been to Vegas.
Vegas not bad. Vegas not a bad place.
Vegas not bad though.
Vegas is bad if you want to go.
New York is my favorite city in the world. I love going there. I love it.
That's your favorite city. That's chaos. Why you say that, because
y'all miss. I'm telling y'all guys, y'all missing out. I think the hidden city is really Seattle.
No,
see, for real.
That's a place to live and raise a family. Okay, it ain't.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what grown-ups do.
Yeah. When you want to settle down and have a family, you're right. Seattle's absolutely fantastic. New York, though,
on a Sunday morning,
you're single and you like chaos and violence. That's New York. Yes.
But why would you?
Seattle has a lot of rain.
Oh my God, dude, it's fantastic. It's nothing like it. People just walk down a sidewalk. There's this guy. He walks up to the door of a restaurant and just whips out his whistle and pisses on the front door of it. And it's just like in front of everybody. And it's like, what? And then you go to the subway. It's this guy, a bum, who just lays out on the naked floor. His pants are down below his ass. And he just sleeps right there. This is insane. Then you go downtown. You're on 42nd Street down there in Times Square. There's a scaffolding up there because they're doing construction. This guy walks up there naked, stark naked. And he's spouting out this manifesto. He's talking about jumping to kill himself.
Somehow he's aroused by naked bums on the street, but I'll let that go.
It's fantastic. Like, where else in the world does this
That's
happen?
not what he's saying.
I
It is
know
insane.
what I ain't saying. I'm giving E-Man the ammunition he needs.
You instigated. It's Sunday morning. This is the Lord's day.
He should never disrespect New York.
There's
That's up north.
something crazy in every corner, dude. I promise you. You'll never.
Do you want to be naked in New York City?
They're crazy. No. Why? I was like my sister and I saw. I was like, why is he naked?
All right, like, you leading with naked men. You leading with naked bums in New York. I'm just saying.
Crazy. I lived with the guy pissing on the restaurant. That's what I lived with. Okay. So what's up, Jedi Mike?
So I really believe.
Jedi Mike, and what you doing hungover? You getting a whooping? You got no kids out there drinking.
Oh, you gonna put him on Fresh Street?
I really believe that every city's different. Every city.
Yeah, he did. I hangover Jedi Mike 7.
And none of them are New York.
Wait, but he had the tie over his face too.
He's been outside.
Well, it's nothing like Atlanta. Man, it's nothing like Atlanta. It's
right. I agree. Yeah. It's nothing like Atlanta. I agree with you. New York
So I
is
think
absolute insanity. That's what they're all crazy.
But people be missing out because they be missing out on the haunted hay rides and the apple picking and like the skiing and all that good stuff. They be missing out on a lot in New York, thinking about New York City.
Yeah, but New York is
what?
Yes, haunted hay rides. Oh my God, apple picking. Oh my God, going skiing in Emerson. Oh my God, yeah.
Rob.
I think the
We
food is the
retired
best
the
thing.
we retired the snow. Let's not do that.
No, I think it's just the random violence is the best.
No, I retired that snow. Don't throw that in there. That's
people
blasphemy.
Get into a fight.
I love the
right next to
snow.
you in
That's
line and
blasphemy.
whatnot, man. It's just like, yo,
I love the snow. I hate it down here. I miss
you know
the
what I mean?
snow.
I'm just
I
like,
hate the
yo,
snow.
why? Why don't you just?
I eat snow with maple syrup, eat snow, just eating the snow.
Genesis,
Snowball
drop
face.
her, man. Like, come on now, drop her, Genesis.
Hey, I'm from Michigan. I love the snow too. I can't
Drop
lie.
him too.
You know what?
Yes.
Chicago, we call that an
Daryl,
ice
you can
cup.
have it. You can have all the snow you want.
Chicago,
Man,
we call that an
I'm
ice
no, I'm
cup.
from the
It's
South.
no.
too.
It's worse in
The
Chicago.
shaved ice, put the little
That's
flavor
fine.
syrup
Y'all
on
can have it. You have it in
Eat it out
Chicago
the
too. You're in
styrofoam cup.
Michigan, right?
It's snow in
Yes.
New York though.
I don't care. That's why I'm not there.
That's the
when it
best time to
snows.
be out there.
No, it's
Hey,
not.
Nah, it's not.
Exactly.
The snow is
Where I
disgusting
live.
in
Y'all
here.
ain't
There's
ready.
dirt everywhere and
Y'all
oil.
ain't ready.
No, that's
Look,
because
white
you in the
snow.
city. That's because you in the city. If you go up to the Hudson Valley when it snows, it's beautiful. It's a winter wonderland of amazing
How about this?
amazement.
How about during the snow season, I stay here in the South where it doesn't
Facts.
snow and I don't have
Facts.
to deal with that.
Facts.
It's not even cold down here. It's cold like 4
ain't
days out of
ready.
the whole
You ain't
year.
ready.
First of all, the
It's warm
coldest
like
is
4
the
days
best
out of the whole
Both
year down here.
girls.
thing. It's the best of both the world. It's everything.
Yes.
When it's crisp in the air, and then you put your boots on, and then you have your nice, cute little
Boots.
coats, and you got your little layers on, and your outfit's extra spicy because you're doing it
Gloves.
up. Yes.
I prefer to stay here where it's 87 degrees on Christmas
Wait.
Day.
Facts.
Thank you.
How you got Christmas with
That's
no
blasphemy.
snow? It ain't
Man, repping
Christmas.
that.
Hey.
Man, repping New York.
It's
Man, repping
87
New York
degrees
all the
on
way.
Christmas
Man, I
Day
see
here.
that.
It ain't
Repping
Christmas
New
with
York.
no
That's
snow.
right.
Yes.
You
When it's
sure?
cold,
And you
That's
gotta speak.
right.
You
That's
gotta speak
right.
up. And he was disrespecting New York, and I had to come
He
on.
said New York is just New York City, and you better get him. Better get him, and you
Yeah,
better
you
let
gotta
him
speak
know.
up. I had to jump on here. Represent for y'all state.
Dr. Seal had something to contribute. What were
Hey,
you saying,
hey,
Dr.
hey,
Steele?
hey. You want to see a Wonderland? It is beautiful in Germany when it
It
snows.
is. That's
It's
true.
very
It
good.
is.
Wait till what the funk I'm
Oh,
gonna
not
be. I'm gonna
it
be in the
is, and you don't
Netherlands.
like
It
the
is
snow.
beautiful.
It
Yeah,
is beautiful.
when it's snowing.
That's because it's clean and it's not disgusting.
That's because you ain't been
That's 'cause it's
upstate New
clean.
York.
Yeah, but out
That's
the
'cause it's
city
clean and not
though.
disgusting
I would
like
like
New
to
York.
check out New York. There are a lot of cities I like to check out. But right now, I mean, I've only been to, let's see, I've been to Atlanta so many times. I'll go there again on August the 5th and 6th. I've been to Birmingham. Totally different
Yes.
worlds
Yep.
here.
Yeah, it is.
Been to Frankfurt with my parents.
Yeah.
Very beautiful city. You know,
You
this
never been to New York, Dr. Steele?
Huh?
You never been to New York?
Never been to New
Oh my
York.
God.
Never
Wow,
been
that's
to
Still.
You gotta go. You need that trauma in your life. You need
Yeah,
that
he's
trauma
talking
in your
about
life,
people on
man.
YouTube
There's
being
nothing
crazy.
like it, dude. And make sure you carry like $20 of cash on you at all times. So when you get robbed, you have something to get, okay, instead of your wallet. All right.
Dr. Steele, when you go to New York, fly into Stewart International or HPA, which is White Plains Airport, and cat around up there. Don't go down to New York City.
Yes, go to New York City, bro. You need it.
Well, go to maybe Broadway and catch a show,
I
but
actually flew
go
in
up.
through
He
Jersey
needs the
and
culture.
then
He
took the
needs the
train
culture
in.
shock, Rob.
That's a good way to go in as well.
You know what?
No,
I
he
tried
needs
to
the
do that,
When I was
Daryl,
in
when
New York, I
was
didn't have no
flew
problem.
into
I
Jersey.
couldn't work it out.
Yeah, I flew in. I
Yeah,
flew
it's
into. I
cheaper
flew
to
into
fly into
Jersey.
New
What part of
stayed in
Jersey you flew
Somerset.
into? Huh?
Newark.
I stayed in Somerset. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
had
it's
my
cheaper to
hotel in
fly in there.
Somerset, and then we took like the train into like the city and shit, and just ate and drank and smoked.
But
So
you know, when I was in New York, I didn't have no
I'm about to
problems.
post that
Like
shit.
I didn't
I
either.
You
I
didn't?
ain't get robbed.
That's because you
I
ain't
get
go
none
looking
of
for
that.
nothing, man. You boring. You
I
gotta
would-
go
I
there. You
would-
gotta go in there.
You gonna stop coming
go
for
there to
E-Man
smoke
like
and
that.
intentionally go to go.
I went to go
Listen,
see I went to go see Lion King live.
Yeah, me
I
too.
gotta say,
Lion King.
Great.
That's
on
because you were
Broadway.
in
It was
Manhattan.
Me
awesome. I
too. I
loved
was in
it.
Manhattan too.
I got a chance to ride the
Shout out to Harlem.
I had a chance to go see the Statue of Liberty. I did all the tourist things.
Yeah, I did too. I did that too. You know, and that's cool.
Yeah.
It's fun to do that.
Not
And
just
Dr. Steele,
touristy.
I would recommend that he goes and does that, all the touristy stuff. It's a fantastic city to go. I would live there. Really, that would be my vacation spot.
Stop looking away from the screen.
If it wasn't $1 million a month, I'd buy a place in New York.
I said, like, for real, like, real talk, like, I'm from Atlanta, so I learned a long time ago that you don't go in places that you don't supposed to be in. See, me being raised in Atlanta,
man, the thing is, you grew up in Atlanta. You grew up in a city of reason and common sense. That's not New York.
No, we got something weird too.
I'm doing a wait. I'm doing a comparison. Compared to New York, you come from a city of reason and common sense.
First of all, New York is reasonable and common sense.
No, look. New York is absolutely bananas.
Bro, they literally got videos every day of shenanigans in Atlanta, bro.
Oh, that's
right. Atlanta's a turn up.
Shenanigans in New York.
Everything that you said about negative people, I done seen in Atlanta.
Exactly.
No doubt, but it ain't like New York, man.
With Genesis.
I seen a dude ride a train on the side outside and hang on to it.
With Genesis.
Aren't you about to do yourself in? Why'd you get naked?
The Genesis.
Make that make sense to me. I didn't understand that.
I came on early because I wanted to say this. Can we stop grouping us like we animals? Like I heard earlier.
Then stop behaving like them. God damn it!
There you go, Jedi. Thank you, Jedi.
They say black men do this and black women do this, and all the black people leaving each other. We all different. Like it's so crazy that we have intelligence, but we all put us in one group.
No, we don't all have intelligence.
The point that I'm making is this right here. It is black.
Let them finish talking.
It's black people that done left. It's white people that done left. Like, it's human nature for us to be able to be independent thinkers. So, like, let's stop grouping ourselves in these groups to say, these are what all black people, all black women are doing, because it's really just a BS talking point.
Well, it is.
The funny thing about it too, also, man, is that while people are projecting and grouping others, they're also grouping themselves into these these categories that really are unreasonable and ridiculous. You know, everyone's a high value man. Everyone, hey baby, how you doing?
You're absolutely right. But here's the thing, though.
You know, it's ridiculous.
Human beings are social. We are.
Jedi over here had his first wine spritzer.
Hold on, Marcus. Because I'm about to say this. Because I'm about to leave in a few minutes.
Okay.
The thing is, though, truth is, human beings are social creatures by nature, and it is in our nature to sequester ourselves. Now, who we sequester ourselves off with, that's a different story. That's up to our own independent, you know what I'm saying, own independent thought, who we choose to group with. But we are social creatures by nature, and I agree, these BS talking points have messed up people's heads.
We are social creatures, but let's be real. Some of these people in these spaces are social rejects.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of you're right. A lot of them are, and then they get here on
no, but
internet.
This is New York snow.
But we like
this is snow in New York.
Oh my God,
don't believe Mandrell. He don't know what he's talking about.
Is she whispering?
She whispering like yo drunk. So
yeah, but you know, New York is allowed by nature, so she can't help it.
No, but E-Man is 100% right.
I was whispering. I can be loud. This is some New York snow. This upstate New York. This is the real snow.
Hey, that's the masculine energy coming out. You need to turn that down. It is too early for that.
That's exactly what's said. That's exactly how it goes.
This Jedi has liquid courage over here.
It is too early for that.
Masculine, Rob. Hey, but Genesis, you were masculine earlier today, talking that talk.
Hey, but man,
I was,
E-Man,
and I'm okay with it.
I'm an echo chamber for you, E-Man. E-Man is 100% right. So when it comes down to it, like Genesis said, but at the same time, that's when us as individuals have to check them people. Be that person. Don't sit there in these spaces because everybody talk about these spaces. For me, that's weird. Spaces.
Because you don't want to call nobody out.
Oh, I don't mind. I'm grown. I pay my own bills. Trust me, I'm good. But I will say this. If you actually on that space and you hear hypocrisy, especially talking points, feel free to correct and check people. It's not going to hurt nothing. You're showing facts.
It will be great. I am only in control of myself.
Exactly.
E-Man, can I ask you a question?
I agree with E-Man as well. Yeah. And like I said, we're human beings. That's our nature. We're going to group up and socialize and sequester ourselves as a group off from other people. I mean,
why we don't say the successful people and the unsuccessful people? Because that's really the talking point.
That's true.
Because in this class,
unsuccessful people. There aren't any unsuccessful
people
on YouTube.
People coming at people like
there's a lot of unsuccessful people on YouTube.
Unsuccessful.
There's a lot of unsuccessful people on YouTube. There's a lot of successful people on YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody has the happiest marriages ever, but they're on YouTube day and night. Everybody's getting all the women. Everybody's getting the buns. Everybody's
all billionaires on YouTube. Look, we all billionaires too. Look at us. We all 100Kers. Look at us.
That's why you guys are broke. You're not subscribed to Patreon.
Exactly.
Right. You got subscribed to Patreon.
All you have to do is just manifest
That's why they
that.
broke, man. They subscribe to my Patreon. That's why they broke. You see, you need to come to my Patreon and get all the game. That's what you need to do.
Right.
You want to be rich? I'll teach you how to do that.
Become a member.
Subscribe to my become a member of my Patreon.
Hey, man, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you.
And 100 subscribers later.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Order. There's a question.
I appreciate that, Jedi.
Shut up, Jedi.
See,
Jedi need a spanking. He need a pow.
Jedi just had his first beer.
As far as these talking points, bro, people gonna have their opinions, right? Everybody got their different preference. Everybody grew up, like they was raised different in different environments, right? So that's gonna be that, right? But the first thing I thought of when I thought of your question, I thought of like political shit. When it comes to like poor, black, white, we all like in our own political category. And the first thing I thought about specifically was the anti-Asian hate bill. And I'm thinking we are all in one category. Republicans don't give a shit if we make 100,000, if we fucking high value, if we fuck bad bitches or fucking ducks. They don't give a fuck, right? When the census sees us, we check black, African American, every single one of us up here, maybe except Marcus, right? So that's how I feel about like that whole thing, bro. I think that we need to really not even give a fuck about who is doing what with they dating life, with their body. We should stop, the high value man, cool. If you high value, whatever, go hit you some box and get the fuck off you. Stop talking about this shit, right? But the political stuff, I think we all in one category. I think that's where our minds really should be focused at. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of talking about
Don't say women, that. Because I said that black people need to be focused on politics and power.
I had to trying to respond to the question.
They want power on YouTube.
They want vagina power,
which really doesn't mean anything in the real world.
Either man would like to respond.
Thank you, E-Man.
So I
he over there so patient.
I had a chance to sit down with this very successful man. He make about $40 million a year, right? And I like sitting with people who's on a higher level of thinking, right? It's a white man. He's definitely a white man, and he said this to me, and it really had me thinking. He said the really biggest problem with poor people is they so focused on race and they're not even really competing in the real world. And he started explaining to me that he said the system has been designed for you to focus on things that have nothing to do with you truly being successful. Like when you get into these certain rooms, they're not talking about race. Like race is they call that bottom feeder conversation. And so I'm not telling y'all guys things that I know, but if we really, as a black community, if we want to go back to the black community, want to get ahead, the baby mama, the high value man, those type conversations truthfully have to stop if we really want to compete. Because he told me, he said, and he didn't say black people. He said poor people are not even, he kept saying poor people are not even competing. He's like, the deals that they're making have nothing to do with a high value man. Once you get married, the conversation of dating should be over. Like you shouldn't be still talking about dating if you've been married for 7 years, 10 years. And so I start learning that I elevate. People ask me all the time is why did I step away from YouTube? First of all, I got a real life outside of YouTube. That's first of all. And then second of all, I just start putting myself around people who we just closed on a new property. I got people who say, hey, instead of you getting a loan, how about I just, front you this, that, and third, interest free. Like if you really start putting yourself around real people, you can really win it. And that's
I love that you said
the
that.
thing is, you can make real moves like that if you put yourself in a circle. And with poor people, the thing is about rich, they don't pay attention. He's right. They don't pay attention to race at all. That's why they use words like poor people.
And they don't have.
They don't say poor black people or poor white people. They just talk about poor people because they're all in the same category.
Exactly.
He's right. They're not. He's right. Poor people are not competing in the real world. I mean, E-Man talks to rich people all the time.
Because we busy
I talk to him
YouTube
too
about what men and women do.
Right. And my thing is, and he's right.
Not
like,
we.
When married
you need to
people come
stop
on
with
talk about dating,
these pronouns.
It's going to happen on a chat or a Brad panel, Robbie.
Listen, Genesis, you know I done told the people. I've been telling the people for a few months. Let's move the conversation to power, wealth development, commodities, assets. You know what I'm saying? Real power. Like, it's crazy to me. And I'm so glad to hear men saying that. I wish y'all much success in whispering that message into your brethren's ears.
To be fair, E-Man says this all the time.
Then y'all going to get their portion.
All the time.
But this is the thing. The problem with that, unfortunately, like super unfortunately, don't play with me right now. It's early in the morning. Don't play with me. Unfortunately, things that E-Man wants, those things
my bad.
Don't get the views that like all this ratchet ass conversations and the fighting back and forth. Unfortunately, they don't get the super chats and the support. Like I would love. I'm like, where do we start? How do we get started? But if we did that, there'll be like 4 or 5 people watching. And I know some of us are gonna be like, it only takes 4 or 5 people, but that's the unfortunate thing is that like, why are we over here? Like why if we want to be a community, why are we like happy for 4 or 5 people that want to do something positive? We should not be satisfied with 4 or 5 people. We should be satisfied when hundreds of us are on the ball making money moves, making political moves. That's the only way that we're really going to be a community. But unfortunately, that doesn't sell. The drama, the fighting. I almost went up into the channel. The fighting and all these different things.
Right. And
Unfortunately, that's the thing that sells.
Hold on, let me respond to Candy Ann.
Go ahead.
Candy Ann, listen. The reason people have 4 to 5 views that's talking about positive stuff, now it's gonna hurt because I know some YouTubers on here, is because most YouTubers don't know how to build a fucking real business. Let me say,
he's right.
I'm looking at other YouTubers who not talking about this drama who have millions of people. The problem is people sitting in their fucking studio or their basement and they think they gonna get on here and talk. If I was a YouTuber today, I believe that I have 1,000 subscribers in 60 days. Let me tell you what I do. I go out in the real world and I get 1,000 people to subscribe to me and personally ask 1,000 people to say, hey, can you subscribe to my YouTube channel? Like people don't really understand the building blocks of business. So it's not really the talking subject. It is low-hanging fruit to talk about these little things, in my opinion. And so I see it all the time. It's a guy. I forgot his name, but he got millions and millions, and he only talk about finances. So I really think we got to get to the point that I'm not gonna wait to get just the low-hanging fruit people on YouTube. I'm gonna go and build a real business.
You just have to find your.
Thank you, E-Man, for the bomb drop.
Here's the thing.
I think it's about finding your audience. And what do I know? Because I just been here 5 minutes, and I haven't put any effort into building my channel at all. But that's a whole other story. But
I got 1,000 subscribers in a day.
I haven't even tried, to be honest, at all, because real life precludes me from really thinking too much about YouTube.
And that's fine.
Other than when somebody asked me to be on
you
a
said
panel.
that. Yeah.
Other than when somebody else asked me to be on panel. But what irritates me to no end is that people who are just starting are the gurus.
Mm-hmm. Like, they got it on lock.
Shit just like the rest of us. Now, if somebody who has 100,000 subscribers, or hell, let's eat 50,000, 20,000.
okay, those are the people who should be purporting themselves to be, the gurus, or at least have some kind of working knowledge or blueprint, so to speak, for building a channel. But even still, if Robbie's channel is what it's supposed to be, if Daryl Long's channel is what it's supposed to be, Genesis, none of our platforms are supposed to be the same, because we are all different people. His audience might not be her audience, might not be my audience. Let people do what they do the way that they do it, and it'll come. But then there's always, I get it about the focus on the numbers, but what the hell does it matter if you have the numbers, but nobody's really listening to your ass?
So this is the thing that it is. It winds up being really about them cash apps and them super chats. See,
True.
what I have come
super chats, always supporting your boy.
You know what?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, my merch, please.
Wait, I was still making.
Go ahead.
What I have found is people that are super thirsty for a super chat and a cash app because they can't live without it. They'll do anything for clout. They'll do anything for an audience. People that actually have a perspective and something to bring fruit-bearing conversations, they ain't never press. They're not shucking and jiving and cooning and being a sambo just so somebody will hit their cash app. And it's like, it's really, if like Primal said, this is not the business to be in because you don't have total control. I also talked about that earlier. But, people are short-sighted. And for me, certain people could get knowledge from me for the free 99, but I'm not giving knowledge on like open panels like this where everybody could sip off the cup and then try to take your style and make it their own because they don't have no originality. Those people could go to hell on a Sunday morning.
But they can't take your style. They can't take
I
your
know.
style because they can't be you. And that's the thing. Don't try and be somebody else. Be the best version of yourself.
But see, Genesis, that's a part of it, part of the whole combination. Like E-Man hit it home. In one part, he said, we're talking about businesses, right? So that's a collaboration of everything. A collaboration of a lot.
Right. And the thing is, it comes down to what your content is. Pretty much. That's why you have a lot of content creators. Like E-Man is absolutely correct because you have channels like Clear Value Taxes, Meet Kevin. You have those kind of channels like that.
I talk about movies.
When the pandemic hit, Clear Value Taxes started his joint in March. He had 1 million subscribers by June. Okay, and he didn't advertise for it or nothing. It's just the content he was putting out. That's
and the moment and the time that we were in.
Hold on, it was
that was his time.
No, here's the thing: it was substantive content. It was actual content you needed, information you needed to hear. Meet Kevin, same way. It's actual content you need to hear. Look at Talk Williams. That's content that I watch because the guy does day trading. I'm learning day trading when I have spare time.
That's not all he does, though.
But I know it's not. But here's the thing:
he was on the block playing chess.
But here's the thing: the only time that I actually really watch YouTube is 90% of the times when I'm on YouTube. The rest of the time, I'm not on this shit. I got too much to do. You know what I'm saying? And the information that I do watch, they're 10-minute videos from things like Clear Value Taxes. I'm watching attorneys. I'm watching tax attorneys. I'm watching finance. I'm watching finance stuff. Like my algorithm is probably the same as E-Man's. Nothing but business, finance, financial literacy, business information, taxes information. You know what I'm saying? But it depends on the content. If you put out content that people want to hear and see, they'll come because the algorithm is going to point them to you.
But you have to find your audience.
Well, see, the problem is people so damn
somebody else is
stupid.
talking about relationships. The relationship people aren't trying to hear about tax or about finance. The finance people aren't trying to hear about relationships.
But that's what we're E-Man and I agree.
But what I'm saying is some of these people, if this is your formula for what you do, and this is your lane, then that's appropriate for where you are. Somebody else may need to go a different route. Like E-Man said, if he was a YouTuber, he would go out in the streets and find his subscribers. whereas somebody else doesn't think that. Somebody else may think that they're supposed to, play with the YouTube algorithms, go to another platform.
Why can't you do both?
Do a short, on TikTok or something, and lead them over to their YouTube. If they listen to E-Man, they may miss out on their audience, or they may be longer getting to their audience because they're trying to follow his formula.
So with that general statement,
what I'm saying is
tap into what works for you and roll with that thing.
Fair.
There you go. But
what I'm thinking, James, is if people really ain't got the knowledge to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead, E-Man.
What I'm saying, Genesis, is that the really thing I think is people are uneducated. They ain't got shit else to talk about but black people.
And they don't want to learn anything.
People might not like that.
And they don't want to learn anything else, E-Man. They're fine being ignorant. They are absolutely fine being ignorant.
Absolutely.
What did you eat for breakfast this morning?
Hold on a second, Rob.
E-Man always brings this. That's why he always gets smoke on these panels.
Here's the thing.
I love E-Man though. He don't care.
And
he don't give a damn if they don't want to hear what he got to say. He gonna say it anyway.
They don't treat YouTube like a business. They don't have, and it's because a lot of them can't. They don't have a trade or a skill that yields high results in a high crowd. For instance, if you're an attorney, like lead attorney, that's a trade that he's been doing for 20 years. That people are that's information people are gonna want to hear. Like if you notice on my show, and it's only once a week, Wednesday nights, I've never brought up relationships, never talked about marriage. It's always about something completely different.
Mandrell,
what's up?
To be fair, you do have you do have that, but and this is in my opinion, but at the same time, it gets saturated when you have yelling, screaming, and somehow get flipped and talked about that stuff that you don't want to get talked about.
Well, I don't have control over that.
That's fair.
Here's the thing: if it was my platform, people would get muted. There'll be a lot more structure and order to that show. That's the thing, and so that's why.
Can I respond to that?
Primal Studies said too many worried about making it on YouTube.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely. And that is nothing but about their egos.
This is what, if I may, just 2 seconds, it's just like, because like I had somebody they're watching these conversations on the back end.
Miss America's VW. She said she just subbed. Thank you.
Oh, you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. No, I just want to say I had somebody that are kind of watching this on the back end, like when they see us getting these heated conversations. And the thing about it is that it was kind of just like frustrating. And we talked about this all the time. It's just that it's just the things that we would do, like, what's called selling your soul for the sake of like what of YouTube, views or subscribers. Or just like, for me, it's like if anybody, especially on this panel, I have like love and respect for, or I will say this is like, I would not allow anybody on the platform. And yes, we might be joking, wherever, something like that. But if it gets to a point where they just keep, disrespecting you blatantly, but just saying, hey, I'm just going to sit back and just watch this, fight happen. And yeah, I'm not going to take no accountability of this being on my platform. I just cannot allow that. It's like to anybody, even though who's watching or on this panel who know me personally, I'm just like, I'm not letting you be disrespected on my platform. And to me, it's like, regardless of that, we watch how you move, in the YouTube streets. It's just so there's just like a trail behind of who you affiliate yourself with, or how, you kind of have like, you switch up on different platforms. And so we see the inconsistency. So we're going to call it out, because it's just like, then this whole thing about being based in integrity, that some people say they're for the Black community, but then they're just here for the shit show and the circus.
Exactly.
That's not what I came here for.
Exactly.
Do Jesus.
Like I said, I try to bring some variety and value to the platform because it's not my platform. So my thing is I only got 1 day a week to do a show. So I just try to bring as much value to it as I can. But as far as like I said, but as far as people talking and talking over each other and carrying on, I can't do anything about that.
Come on home, Madrell.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on home, Madrell.
Hey, yo,
He's trying to, Mandrell. He's trying to, like, you know what Great Pill does. He's trying to recruit. That's what he's doing. He's just
No, I'm
trying to
not. Man,
recruit.
I got E-Man.
Sounds like some
I
Chris
got
Hansen
E-Man.
shit right
He
there.
do. He
I
stay
don't
on
need
it.
I don't need
Your own channel,
Mandrell. I don't need
Mandrell.
Mandrell. I got E-Man.
Get your own channel. You can
Great,
talk
Great
about
Pill
what
is
you want.
manifesting.
I got
Manifesting.
E-Man. You
Scream
got to
as
talk
loud
to
as you
E-Man
want
first.
if that's what you want to do. Get
What do
your
you mean
own
by come on
platform.
home?
You can
Clarify
promote
that. Can you please tell me what you meant by come on
like I said,
home?
Come on home.
as far as people talking,
Vandrell,
like
you
everyone
gotta
talking
do
at one
is just
time.
make sure you got your own home. Build your own home.
Well, here's the thing. As far
That's
as people
right.
talking at one time, I don't have a lot of time like that, Marcus, to devote it to. YouTube channel takes a lot of effort if you want to.
You doing it anyway.
No, I'm
What are
on
you
yours.
talking about?
No, here's the thing. All of you who are content creators, you all know about. You have to edit the videos, create thumbnails. I don't have that kind of
videos.
time.
StreamYard's your friend.
I've never
You know what I'm
put.
saying?
Listen,
So-
somebody else created some of my thumbnails, but any other thumbnail that I did create, I didn't put more than 10 minutes into worth of
Oh, see,
effort.
I don't know.
Now
There you
it might show, but I don't
I
give a
mean,
damn
hey,
because I
E-Man.
can have all the bells and
It's Sunday.
whistles
Watch him now.
and in my thumbnails and be talking about some bullshit.
First of all, at the end of the day, when you're first starting off on YouTube, you don't need to be worried about your thumbnails because
You gotta
it's
start
just
before you're
you.
ready.
Right. It's just you. You already comfortable in front of the camera. You making money for somebody else. Now, one thing about me, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. I don't do nothing for nobody else for the free. No cap. Honey, if I'm gonna build up a platform, build up an audience, build up anything to do with my brand and my face and me, there needs to be some dividends. And I'd rather just do all of that on me, on my own shoulders if it's for free. Did you know if you do your own channel, you can write off your clothes? If you go and speak to people and have meals, you can write off your meals and your taxes. You can write off all of your equipment. You can write off your internet bill.
I already itemized though. I already itemized my taxes, so I do write. I write off anyway.
Add a business that you're building. See what that look like. See what that be like.
I have a business that I'm building.
No, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this YouTube thing. though. Add that in there. See what that be like.
All right, it's something to look into.
Because I see people with business cards that have all their social medias and they give out and bring up their platforms. They have like obviously like the merchandise, but they go out there, they give out the flyers if they want to, stuff like that, etc.
Yeah, and like I said, when it comes to the audience you're trying to bring in too, because when you have channels that talk about finances and taxes and things like that. A lot, I hate to say, white people watch that, and those channels get a lot of heavy traffic through it, and they grow really fast.
Well, play the game. Play the game.
And they grow
Hey, yo,
really
Mandrell.
fast.
Mandrell. Hold on,
Marcus.
Mandrell.
So let me finish. So
That's
it really
not true,
comes
Mandrell.
down to, like, okay, if you want your channel to grow, you have to understand the market that you're tapping into. Like Email was saying, it is a business, and if you treat it like a business, these are things you have to look into. It depends on the market share that you could potentially get in the topics that you're talking about. So if it's about dating, relationships, and Black issues, you're gonna get a Black crowd mostly, and that's a very, very small, minute corner of YouTube.
Do you feel like you owe anybody
when
anything?
you're
Hold on,
thinking
can I
about
say
that,
something?
then you think about that
No,
as it
but can I
relates
say
to your
something?
content. It's just like if you had a Black-owned small business, like in real life.
Hey,
Yeah, and
Mandrell,
if you
can I ask
market
you
it as a
something?
if you market it as a Black business, if you market it
your
as a
support is
Black-owned
going to come
business,
from other people.
yeah.
So why not approach YouTube in the same way?
Hey,
My
Mandrell, can
support
I
is
ask you
gonna come
something?
from other
What's
people.
up?
Do you feel like you owe anybody anything?
I don't owe anybody anything.
So that you can do whatever you want, get all the colors of the rainbow, get all that
Hey, hold
access,
on.
put all the people out
Hold
there.
on. I get it, Marcus, but I'm just joining in on the conversation.
Primal
I'm
Studies
not
just
saying
said
I'm
it.
doing.
Alright,
I'm not saying I'm
alright.
doing anything.
Primal
You know what I'm
Studies just
saying?
said make content you
I'm a-
like and care about. Don't worry about what other people are making.
That part.
That's the
I mean,
whole
that's what I
word.
do. That's what I
That's
do.
my whole
That's what you
point.
see
That
me.
was the whole
That's
point
what
that I
you
was.
see me do on Wednesday nights.
Like I would say this for me, if
Like
I'll say
last
this,
week.
because this is the thing that people also get lost with, like the whole subscriber count, and just again, it's a business. Because like even for them, we talk about different things. I do movie reviews, and TV show reviews and stuff, right? Because then that helped me because I was doing my content. Regardless, I only have 1,000 subscribers, but now I was able to get into a film critical association in the DMV area that got me access to like going to press screenings. And now as a business on my channel, I also had a point where I was interviewing a director and a few actors of a foreign film during the Tribeca Film Festival, and that's helping you build putting your name out there. And again, it's not in the fact of you just getting all the subscribers and everything. It's also you just having content awareness and just also just being consistent. Because even then, you would think someone that has like less than 500 subscribers will be, actually profiting off of this, but I am. And it's just like, but again, it just things you just. Well, I'm not on these platforms. You're still working. Like you guys see me sometimes coming here, I'm exhausted. Because like again, you have a life outside.
Jedi Mike.
You're giving too much tea, bro.
Real that bad.
Yeah, you're giving too much tea.
What?
You got to make sure you build a Patreon. Make a Patreon and build a course and yourself.
No, you giving too much tea.
Yeah, see, you're giving too much tea. See, what you need to do, Jedi Mike, is subscribe to my Patreon.
Yep, that part.
You see the back chat.
Yeah. Also, make sure you sell the merchandise.
Well, the thing is, it really does come down to, like I said, it comes down to what kind of market you're in. If the market, so unfortunately, the dating and relationship market, it seems bigger than it actually is. There's money in this YouTube thing. It really is. If you got the time to give to it.
Only the lonely.
And it depends on what
Mandra,
kind of content
I'm gonna quote Genesis. I'm gonna quote a comment in the chat. Again from Promise earlier. I'm sure Genesis can't find it because there's a lot going on. Shout out to the chat. But I quote. He said, "As much time as you be on YouTube, and he does it as a hobby, one day out a week, you can do YouTube."
Yeah, I suppose I could.
Yep.
And one day I'll get around to it.
Well,
I missed that one, but I saw this one.
That part, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was paraphrasing.
Primal Studies.
Primal Study said, Mandrell, you spend more time on YouTube
the charger
than I do, and I have a channel.
Y'all let Mandrell be. Y'all let Mandrell be great.
No, take that in.
I mean, really, if you start a channel and you only got 10 subscribers and you talking to those 10 subscribers and they really rocking with you, then those 10 subscribers may tell somebody else and tell somebody else. And before you know it, you got a whole audience.
Look at you, Genesis, talking
I
like
for one, I would love to see Robbie and E-Man start, even if it's a 2-part, 3-part, 4-part series talking about business, starting from the preliminary aspects, so that people that are not knowledgeable can come
Just
up.
as long as that ain't witchcraft, I'm good.
And Mandrell and it was Mandrell and Raw. They had a great conversation on the Gray Pill podcast, and wherever they decide to do it, whether Mandrell makes his own or Raw B makes her own, they continue on the Raw Pill. I mean, the Gray Pill, the Raw Pill. They had a great political conversation. That was a great intellectual, easy to follow, fun conversation. So, granted, some of the gender war stuff, we got to be entertaining. It can't be all humdrum, right? But I thought that conversation was fun and it was very enlightening also. And I think E-Man and Robbie, I look forward to seeing them doing a series and seeing where it goes. I mean, as long as people remember that, at the end of the day, it should still be fun. We got to be a little bit entertaining.
Right. But Candid and
that was my struggle with those Saturday night shows, because I'm like, it's Saturday, it's the weekend. People have worked all week. The weekend you're trying to relax. I don't want to have some heavy ass topic on a Saturday night.
Come on home.
I just don't.
This is the thing. Facts. And Candid and don't tell people that I'm smart. Let them just catch it how they catch it. I like that they think I'm dumb. That's my favorite. I would say so. It's Sunday morning. I love that they think I'm dumb.
I got you, vanilla bean frappe. I got you.
Yes. Yeah. Think all of that. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I went to school in Westchester County, in Hudson Valley, in the Adirondacks. So yes, I'm very dumb.
I love when people ask me how old I am. I'm like, it's just because in these spaces, when they, when we try to have these conversations, people jack so ballistic, people in their 40s and stuff trying to talk about dating and our relationships. And yeah, I'm just saying, listen, if someone make a point, why don't you keep moving the goalposts and just go on to the next thing instead of going on for another 2 or 3 or 4 hours? It's just you have to have enough, self-awareness to realize that you make a point to move on, and knowing some conversations don't need to be had because again, we just keep moving the goalposts and wasting time. Not talking about ideas.
If you're on a show, you're on a show, and we know what some of these spaces are when we're there.
No, I said that was major.
And why are we trying to have?
I'm talking about.
God damn, you gonna hug him?
Lord,
Hey, email.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good morning. Good
Hey,
morning.
I was catching this great conversation. I was laughing myself. I was giving Mandrell a little bit of grief, but he knows I got love for him. So Mandrell, you're doing good, man. I just wanted to get up and say, the topic of the conversation was what? Find yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people are spending too much time on YouTube trying to find themselves. Like, this is not the place to find yourself. You can collaborate, you can get some other ideas, but you should be out in the world finding yourself, and then maybe bringing some of that back to
yourself
YouTube.
Bring yourself to YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that's where all these people are trying to make a name for themselves, or trying to make money, or trying to make business. And if that works out and YouTube blows up for you, great. But that should not be the plan, because Susan can shut us all down at any second for any reason. You've seen so many channels just go away or get a strike, and nobody knows why they get a strike, right? But if you talk about things that you're actually passionate about, then yeah, even if you only have 10 subs, who cares? Because you're having fun doing it. You spend a couple hours doing it, and you meet some cool people. This is the side gig. This is the side hobby. This is not the main event. Don't put full-time hours into a side hustle / hobby. And people are spending 40, 50, 60 hours a week. I watch it. I see it. Some people are on these panels every night for 4 hours a night. Do you know how much you can get done with 4 hours a night on a nightly basis?
I'm saying.
Or you know how much you're missing out on by being on a space for 4 hours.
Like I said,
more than
And
one way to
here's the worst part. I keep hearing the same conversations over and over and over. Get the bag. Them bad bitches. Women are all like that, or men are all dogs. I keep hearing the same 3 conversations over and over. Level it up. Let's talk about finances. Let's talk about real estate. Let's talk about a job resume. Let's talk about getting other things done in your life. Let's talk about getting education. Let's talk about your faith. Let's talk about something other than men and hoes. All right, it's getting old.
But they
It's
say that
old.
on YouTube, you're supposed to niche down. You're supposed to pick a lane, and that's where you're supposed to stay.
Because people are trying to make YouTube the thing, and that's the problem. You're trying to cater to an audience instead of the audience finding you.
You want to know the gag and the drag of it all? This is what it really is. Kevin Samuels passed away, leaving over 1 million subscribers on the table.
And there's a big vacuum now.
Wait, Mandrell. So a lot of content creators, really personalities, are uber thirsty. They think they're going to get the Kevin Samuel crowd. They think they're going to get Kevin Samuel money. And here's one thing about Kevin Samuel, because while I did not agree with everything that man had to say, I can appreciate his trajectory and his hustle, because I'm on that same kind of path. Kevin Samuel put years into the game before he blew up. He honed his craft down. You may have all the glitz and glamour. Your whole thing may look like, oh, great. But guess what? You have to be recognized a certain way by the algorithm. Your face has to become recognizable. You have to have certain things hit certain numbers before it triggers different responses in YouTube algorithm. And a lot of people are... How do I put this delicately? I won't. A lot of people are out here frauding. They're padding the numbers. They're making the numbers look a good type of way when it's not really the truth. They're sending money to each other so they could send it back to each other in the super chat. It's not organic growth. Get into it. And I see you because I know what it gives. So these fake and these phonies, honey, y'all ain't fooling nobody but your mama.
E-Man, check this out. You know, people on YouTube, to grow their channel, they actually buy subscribers.
Hold on,
yeah,
man.
They do.
I want to address
they
Primal
do.
real quick.
Yes, they do.
YouTube is smart though. YouTube can figure out if you buy subscribers. But I want to make 2 little quick points about what Primo said. I think there's more than one way to skin a cat. What's up, Yella? I love Yella. So I'm sorry, I got distracted. Primo, you're absolutely right in one sense that, of course, YouTube doesn't have to be your primary gig, but it also can be your goddamn primary gig. I heard O'Shea Duke Jackson say that he made over $650,000 last year.
That wasn't his main gig, though.
Money out here. There's a kid opening toys, right? Making ridiculous amounts of money. You're right. Me personally, if I was a nurse per diem and this was my side gig, bro, I'd be happy. So that exists. But if that's what if someone wants to make this more than just that, there's space for that. The other thing I want to say, and I'm not going to hold my tongue on this one, what I wish Black women would do here on YouTube is recognize our value as it pertains to these panels. I think Genesis touched on this when I was driving and I wasn't able to you didn't drop the link and I was driving, but oftentimes we bring a lot to these panels. I oftentimes I watch not just the YouTube, but I'm watching who's on it, what your numbers are looking like, and a lot of these people are boring as shit without us.
Yep.
Boring as shit preaching
Yep.
on here and just boring as shit without us. And so for each one of us, including Mangel, you're not a woman, but you have a lot of personality. Ian Man, you have a lot of personality. Daryl, you've got a lot of personality. Each one of us, raw personality, right? We all have a lot of different personality, and people come to the channel to see all of our different personalities. Right?
Yep.
So I think that when we are on these channels, if it doesn't serve you, then pull the fuck back. If you're not going to be respected on the different panels that you're going on to, because at the end of the day, those people would not survive if you didn't grace them with your personality on their panel.
By your grace.
Facts.
That's it.
But Candy Ann, I want to say this. When I stepped away for I think it was like a month or two, I literally felt like I did not miss nothing. In
Facts.
It was.
You did.
It was almost like.
You picked up right where you left off at. It was the same talking points, huh?
Yep.
Is that what you
Yeah,
think?
same post nut clarity. No
Hey, did you have a question, Freeman?
No, I had a question. No, sorry, I didn't have a question, but thank you, Marcus. I wanted to say something in response to what Primal said. Primal, this is about to ruffle some fucking feathers, but fuck it, I don't really care.
Go.
Hey, this is space forward. Ain't no rules over here.
I'm scared.
The stuff that happens in these spaces is a direct reflection of our community. And when I say our, I mean the Black community specifically. You and E-Man both right. When E-Man said people are not talking about building businesses because they don't know how, he's correct. You come to cities like my hometown, Detroit, ask them what the reading, ask them what the reading and financial literacy levels are. Ask them, ask Genesis about her city in Chicago, right? Have real conversations. And then ask them in comparison, what's the teenage pregnancy rate? How many toting guns? How many selling drugs? How many shaving crack rocks? Come on. Real conversations, right? But the OGs in this space, they disconnected with that reality. So what they talk about is shit that they don't really know what the fuck they talking about. High value man, dating, bad bitches, bikinis, stuff that they don't really be involved in. Right?
They not all
reflection of our
disconnected.
community. That's how I look at it. It's a horrible reflection of our community. Horrible reflection. And it shows a major disconnect. What Jedi said, I felt the same exact way for about a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? And I went about a lot of so speaking because Grape Hill brought up something that I want to speak on about 30 minutes ago. But I was one of the people in this space doing dumb shit for views. But at the same time, I was in my own way trying to be productive and call out certain different things, right? But it don't fucking matter because at the end of the day, it was a complete disconnect. It was a reflection of where I come from and our community. That's all it is. We talk about guns and bad bitches. Why Primal? Because where we come from, bad bitches, money. You talking about high value? Why Primal? Who want to be low value? Who want to have ugly women? Who want to get on here and admit that they don't got no money?
I'm an equal opportunity employer, sir.
But
And the
if you
sad part, and
are,
the sad part,
if you
Daryl,
are low value, then show people. We want to show people the glitzed up part of every damn thing.
Exactly.
Show your path to success if that's the road that you think that you're on. So, okay, if you are low value, let's see what that looks like. Let's see what steps you're taking in order to increase your value.
Catch it out.
Don't show us after you made it.
Give me a second.
Take us on the journey with you.
Give me a second. The craziest part about this whole thing, y'all, is that Kevin Samuels' message, by and large, was not about the average everyday dude. He was talking about a specific type of dude. He was telling women who were looking for that specific type of guy, well, ladies, if you're looking for that kind of guy, this is what these are some of the things you're gonna have to consider doing to get that kind of guy. And that's all he was saying. Now, the thing is, you got a bunch of regular dudes walking around talking about high value this, high value that, and they're never going to be any of that in any shape, form, or fashion. They don't even have the aspirations nor the work ethic to do so. Like, that's why, like, my episode Wednesday was about that. Like, why so many businesses fail. You know what I'm saying? I was like, number one, you talk to billionaires. The one thing that's the most constant between all of them is they say work ethic and education. Like, most people don't have the work ethic.
I bet you most of them will tell you that they had a business fail. I bet you most of them will tell you that they had a business or 2 or 10.
Yeah, and they say they don't have
before they have one.
They do, and they also say that's a part.
You go from rags to riches on your first
exactly. And they say that's the biggest part about the work ethic, because a real entrepreneur, he'll start a business. If it fails, so what? They just start another business. They don't stop.
Can I respond to that?
Doing it until one catches, and it shoots through the roof.
So I was going to say this real quick.
That's part of work ethic.
Because it's going to blow your mind. The reality is, all these people on social media claiming to be high value, they're really low value. They're low value because of the things that come out of their mouth. They're low value because of how they really be acting low key. Like, what is really high value? High value is not money. It's just like how you just said, Mandrell. Yeah, it's like how you said, the education, the work ethic.
Yeah, it's the mindset.
The upbringing.
Like I said, they'll start a business.
Well,
most people start a business.
But I want to say this is that
other ones, part of the work ethic is if that business fails, you start another one. If that fails, you start another one, and you keep doing it.
But this is the point.
There you go.
The point that I'm saying is, over my lifetime being on this earth for 31 years, I done started 14 businesses, right? And you me tell you how many failed. 0. I'm fucking in the business. I'm not gonna be in the failing business because I'm betting on my damn self, and I'm not a failure. It's crazy. Like, for real, it is really crazy that people just really don't understand how to build a business. I don't need a sales team. You know, I remember my first business when I was out selling. I started this franchising business. I knocked on 1,000 doors in 2 days. And people said, how did you sleep? Because I understood that I couldn't fail. And so what most people do is they have a job mentality and they try to come into business. I'm going to work this thing like a 9 to 5. I'm going to sit at a desk. No, it is required in business for you to be good at what you want to do. So I tell everybody, if you want to start a business, go get a sales job. Understand the arts of sales, because I don't care if you give me socks. I personally believe I can make $50,000, $60,000 selling socks.
That part.
Because I just refuse to fail. And that's the difference between a business owner and someone who's just trying to do a business because it's a trend.
Right. They're just trying to, because even you're not working for money. Your mindset is completely different. You're not just trying to get, you're just not trying to get in business. You're not in the business to try to get a quick lick. And that's it. You're not lazy about it. You actually do work. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much, like, you spend the bulk of your day and night on your businesses, don't you? The bulk of your time, day and night on your businesses, right?
Yes.
You don't treat it like
the majority. I'm literally doing some stuff now.
Right now, and we see it. And that's the thing. You don't treat your businesses like a 9 to 5, because it's not a 9 to 5. It's like you just said. You can't take a work mentality, a job mentality, into a business. It ain't gonna work that way.
Can I respond to that? It was pretty much more the stuff. I guess a combination of and Genesis, and this is just in general. I don't think people understand because I hear something like something Daryl Long tapped into. Black man is black woman that, and these spaces. People still have to have that mindset of you don't have to be in that space. You can literally go somewhere else and find the resources that you need. I understand people who's like, oh, well, they scream and they yell and they have the thongs and the hoes and that's all they talk about. That's great. Let them be them. Isn't that what we started off with earlier? Where Ross said it? Let them be them.
All about free will and choices.
Darren Law just said it 5 minutes ago, and I have to give him I got cool points to that because he show accountability. What if somebody have to throw in his face? That also be in those spaces too. Oh, you doing this? Then it's like, okay, now I'm forced to bring up my own damn past dramas and apologize for that all the time. You know what I'm saying? So why don't you, if you know something's not that good and we understand that, move on.
Excuse me. I just want to bid you all a good morning. Genesis, thank you for having me on the show. I'm going to try to get some type of rest. You coming tonight, yes?
Please do, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Y'all make sure y'all come to. We finna cut up and we finna laugh. Yeah. It's not nothing what you think is going to be, just like none of the shows have been anything you think is going to be. I keep trying to tell y'all it's a new world order.
What's going on tonight?
Order. Oh, we talking about issues, trust, jokes, and the lies, and what is the root of the problem?
Yeah, me and Robbie gonna have YouTube beef because she's doing girls panel like I'm doing girls panel, so we're gonna have YouTube beef.
Okay, well, let's have
We not.
Look. You can try to have a beef with me, but I'm gonna be sitting up there with my vanilla bean frappuccino, okay? And I'm going to be there with my
bean.
on, okay, y'all.
All right, Becky.
Let's get out of here.
I love y'all. Talk to y'all later.
See y'all.
Peace.
Nah, but that's pretty much it, man. Like,
I mean, but I am so with this.
I gotta get out of here too. Genesis.
Yes.
Appreciate you having me on. I gotta get ready for church. It's about time for me to go praise the Lord.
You ain't going to church, man.
Hey, fight that witchcraft, man. Fight that witchcraft.
Did you put your email in the back chat? Can you put your email in the back chat for me, E-Man? Because I want to do some finance.
Yeah.
I want to hear E-Man's successful businesses and how he's rolled them out.
We're going to do a show with E-Man.
Awesome.
Yes.
And show. Like I had Talk on and we were talking about day trading and I thoroughly enjoyed it because we're going to have some diversity in the content.
Appreciate your big bad bull.
So put your email in the back chat and I'm going to reach out to you and try and set something up so we can have a chat.
I just dropped it again. So okay. I tell people all the time, my email is easy. It's edenmanwilliams.com. And if you can't remember that, if you go to edenmanwilliams,
I got
Gmail,
you. Never mind.
But .com, you can message me through my whatchamacallit too. So
cool.
Send me a message. I'll give y'all myself.
Absolutely. Will do. Thanks for dropping by.
Appreciate you, E.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Peace.
All right, and I'm gonna dip out too because I need the night.
See you, Great Pill. We all dipping out because it's Sunday. I've been here for almost 3 hours.
You've been going 3 hours on Sunday morning. Y'all got up early.
Listen, I just came in to do something quick. I intended to be here for like 15, no more than 20 minutes. And 3 hours later, or almost 3 hours later, I'm still here. I wasn't in a panel or nothing. I was just coming on to say, I said what I said and then get off. But it didn't happen. But I'm cool because I enjoyed the conversation with you all this morning. And hopefully somebody gonna have a takeaway from this conversation that we just had, whether it's information, inspiration, motivation, something. I don't know. But yeah, Mandrell looked like he about to pass out because he been.
Beat you to it.
Mandrell don't sleep. That's why he's about to
Mandrell does not sleep. Mandrell does not sleep.
Listen,
when I tell you, in the beginning, I was walking around like a zombie, and I think I was getting more sleep than Mandrell was getting when we compared notes. So I'm gonna need you to get your life. I'm gonna need you to get your life.
My life is together.
No, I'm saying off of YouTube. Get off of YouTube and get some rest.
Man, do you need a pre-workout before you go to the gym? But
no,
that
like I said, for the most part,
Candy Ann, start that Discord.
YouTube is when you see me on it.
I did. I actually started it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I see you on here a lot. I see you on here a lot. You just said you haven't been to sleep.
Yeah, but Kenny,
you haven't been to sleep.
I did. I started it. It's there. It's live. I'll put it in the back chat. I need help.
And Mandrell, by the way, I gotta catch you on. You said you were on Suzette Speaks, Mandrell?
Yep.
15 hours ago, I saw Mandrell on YouTube.
On Suzette Speaks, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
14 hours ago,
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it was on the week. It's the weekend. Genesis. Weekdays, you don't see me on like that.
You know what has happened in 14 hours?
Yeah.
I done had mommy drama, went to sleep, woke up, got dressed, did a whole show, and you still haven't gone to bed.
Yeah, but the thing is, Genesis, I don't have any kids. Okay.
Still.
What do I have to do with anything?
Yeah, I don't have any kids, so I don't have any
need
daddy
to get
drama.
rest. Your body.
Marcus, Jedi, do y'all got kids?
Nope.
Not much of it.
Not that. Anyway.
Go to bed, man.
What?
But no,
I woke up at 4:30, but I did some stuff before I got on here.
Like E-Man just said, sleep is for civilians. Y'all have that.
And you're a civilian now, so go to bed.
You gotta go feed that pussy.
I'll never be a civilian.
You are. We go.
Andrew, I hate to tell you, brother, but once we're out, we're civilians. That's how it works.
No.
Yep. Primal. Say that again, Primal. Say that again.
Listen,
this is a message.
I'm a proud veteran, but now I'm a civilian. That's how it works, brother.
That's how Uncle Sam treats us, Mandrell.
Can you help Mandrell out? Because he clearly is in need of direction right now.
I'm not in need of direction. I'm nothing like these people. They can have it.
Manifest your words, Mandrell. Manifest it.
I'm nothing like these people.
But who are these people?
You people are crazy.
Why is he talking about my people? Like who are these people?
Yeah, I need to know.
By that, Mandrell?
Of all people that you would think that would say something about these people, you would think it would be Primal, right? But of course,
Primal is one of us. We don't know where Mandrell at.
Here's the thing. Last time I checked, there's a Mexican and a white man on
you
this
know
panel
what?
as well.
He's always got that avatar.
So, I mean,
this is the diversity panel right here.
I know why Mandrell's pissed. His pussycat don't give no attention.
I don't care if purple.
No, I know why.
A Mexican and a white man on this panel too.
Mandrell needs that jerkin. Somebody give him that jerkin.
How do you fall asleep? You lean forward?
You need to change it. You need
I
to
don't
change
use
your
jerkins, Marcus.
Oh, Lord.
Nah, I heard you like your chocolate with nuts in it, Mandrell. I don't know what you're talking about.
See, here they go. Y'all ain't about to start
Stop trying to take my jokes.
Panel.
You can't deliver it properly.
No, we're not doing it.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. My bad. Go feed that pussy. You good?
Did he take a bath after he came from the gym?
Oh wait, before you go, Mandrell, just a quick question. I know you don't sleep much. Do you take a pre-workout? Because I go to the gym after a 12-hour shift. You don't take a pre-workout or nothing like that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Man, we told you what you should do.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's subjective, honestly. I mean, whatever works for you. Like, I mean, to me, I take creatine like before I go because it helps. Also,
stop taking creatine, Mike.
No. It's only recent. Only doing something recent. That's all. But also making sure you're eating food properly. But then again, the pre-workout goes for you. It's okay. But really, that's only just I don't know what your personal goal is, but we'll talk in the Discord.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, thank you. All right.
Here's the thing about that. You can't. Like,
man, we're trying to close. We don't got time for all that. Bump on that.
I'm giving them fitness advice. And
you email it. Don't y'all got each other email?
Maybe the audience might want to hear this as well.
No, they don't. Genesis, the host of the channel, she said night.
Well, she didn't. It's 10:40 in the morning. What do you mean night?
Yes, and you haven't gone to sleep, man.
This guy's more delirious than I am. He don't even know the sun out.
This is why we have a prime example of why Mandrell comes on these shows some days and act crazy. I tell him all the time, he is one disagreement away from.
I have not said anything crazy today.
Today.
Yeah, today. Yesterday either. And
if you hang around long enough, something's gonna come out your mouth.
Look, if I hadn't said if yesterday's show didn't yield anything crazy out my mouth, listen.
Only reason that didn't happen because you had your sister beside you to keep you chill.
Got a major problem.
I just said that. I just
have to go over there and watch the show.
Genesis. Genesis. It's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Mandrell right on this one. It's a lot.
I'm telling you, Genesis.
I gotta go back and watch it.
It's a lot.
Genesis. It was the first time you've ever seen me just get up my chair and walk off camera.
I literally saw a clip of it right now when I was going through.
I literally got up out my chair and walked off camera.
It's a lot.
It was like halfway through the show, right, man?
It was at that point. I was like, you've heard me go in on people and everything. I didn't say anything. Wow.
It's Jedi's, I think.
The cognitive dissonance, the hypocrisy, the disinformation, the wrong information, just dated information, just wrong on all accounts.
Hey, it made me feel confident when I did a stream about the younger generation. No respect to Daryl and Jedi and Poppy and Marcus. I got a lot. Outside the younger generation is trash, bro. Like I had a whole stream about it. I was just making up a debate just cause, and then I see y'all guys now. I hear how y'all conversate and the smarts coming out your mouth. Like, okay, cool. The new generation is great. And then I hear this conversation. I was like, oh man, y'all failed all over again. Y'all failed. There's no hope for the world.
Thanks for having us up, Miss Genesis. It's always a pleasure coming to your channel. It's just a cool vibe, and we always have fun and talk about real topics. And it's cool. It's a cool vibe. I like it here.
And
thank you for having us.
Studies. I thought you were supposed to be a brother at arms. Why ain't you got my back, man?
He's a civilian.
Problem study. That's it. You ain't got my back,
that's
man.
it. We're out now.
That's messed up. You ain't got my back.
I always got your back, but
they're killing me in the chat, and you just sit there.
But I said you're crazy. I can't argue with that.
How can you not argue with that? You know I'm not crazy.
Nobody said anything after you said, I'm not crazy. Everybody was silent.
You're the one that's fucked up.
All the best.
Eric ain't in on that one yet.
They said you're crazy, man, Drew. I can't argue with that.
You're right.
I didn't say it was a bad crazy.
Don't ever have friends like this, man.
No problem.
You've got a great voice, Daryl.
You got to
You've got a wonderful speaking
voice.
It's that mic.
I appreciate it,
man.
No, it's his voice.
It's that mic.
Friends like this, who needs enemies, right?
Take care.
See, Daryl, that's what Daryl.
Let's take us home. I feel like it's that time.
So what now, Marcus?
So you got that pet cat. That's all you need, right?
Ew.
Oh, Marcus, wow.
You made this sound
Go to church, Marcus.
It's Sunday.
Yeah, you need 2 scoops of Jesus, I think, right now.
No, he got that little cat right there. That's Sylvester, that Tom and Jerry cat home with him.
You said 2 scoops.
Yeah, 2 scoops.
A mess.
A whole mess. All right, man. You have a good day too.
Mr. Belong.
Yes. Everybody, have a good day. We're gonna get out of here and get back to our days. And I don't know when I'm gonna be back or what I'm gonna be talking about. I might just pop up on y'all and be at the home improvement store buying some flowers. Hint, hint. But
are you really?
Yeah, I really am.
Okay.
Yeah. See, while y'all had Genesis for the streets, Genesis grows flowers like all these plants y'all seen in my background. All those plants are real. You know, I be trying to have like a green thumb.
Yeah,
I call myself Martha Nequa Stewart. Because I do crafts.
Let's work on the name though. Let's work on the name.
Bro, she's trying to close out. This is when you zip the lip and let
That's
her
the
close
next
out.
version of Martha Stewart, sir.
I get it.
Let her close out.
We can still work on the name.
Y'all have a good Sunday. I'm
That ain't
out.
the name. Y'all
Miss
know my
Genesis?
name.
Miss
I'm
Genesis,
still
can I give you
Genesis.
Miss
What I'm
Genesis?
just saying is I do more than what y'all done seen. So I'm gonna let y'all
As
see.
do I. For some reason, y'all think I just
Miss
like
Genesis?
YouTube all the time. Like,
Miss Genesis?
not all the time.
What from one respectable content creator to the next?
Yeah.
Can I give you one small piece of advice?
I let Mandrill go because I know you know how you had a special kid in the class and they need a little extra
Let
attention.
me focus my petty onto you.
Mandrill is that special kid in the
Let
class.
me
So
focus my petty onto you, ma'am.
go ahead.
As a fellow content creator, my advice with you when you're doing your closing and people's being a little bit unruly, if they don't do final thoughts, just drop them one at a time and you do your solo bit and close out gracefully by your grace.
You know what? That might work for y'all. I told y'all we break all of the rules over here. There actually
enough.
aren't any rules over here.
Fair
So
enough.
you know, I'm gonna show love even to the special kid in my class, Mandrill. So
Okay. Did he take his medicine?
he didn't. So and I recognize that he didn't have his meds today. So he got a little extra grace. See what I'm saying? We gotta
Please, I don't know what you're talking about.
extend a
It's
little
not like
grace sometimes.
Not like I came here and cut up or nothing.
Mandrell, she
He
has a
didn't. But
peppermint in the pocket.
You know
She has
how
a
we had
peppermint in the
we
pocket.
love our kids, but you had that one bad kid. You be like, oh my God, this kid just works every nerve in my body. Mandrell, I bet he was that kid for his mom. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this boy. But you love him all the same.
Now I'll tell you,
I'll let you and Mandrell have this
I'll tell you, no, I was never that kid where I just got on my parents' nerves like that. They weren't gonna have that.
See, he go again.
No, they weren't gonna have that.
I recognize it every time it comes up. So he ain't getting nothing. He ain't sliding nothing in. But
here's the second advice, and I'm taking my own advice too. If it doesn't work out, I'm gonna go ahead and relieve myself from duty.
Right.
Hey, but again, it was hey, real talk though. It was a good one. I'm loving you. How you doing your thing? You just keep doing you. And I'll catch you on the flip side.
Absolutely. Thank you for popping in. And I wasn't planning all of that, but
hey, but that's how God works.
That's how it happens. I know, right?
That's
We
how it works.
done went see it's it's been the thing this morning, but I appreciate you.
Anytime. Night.
Miss Candy Ann, thank you. Absolutely. Love it here. And I'll see you as they say, in these YT streets.
Yeah,
babes.
of course. I'm gonna be here.
Yes, Black Girls Unite.
Absolutely. Black Girls Rock too.
I'll hit you up, Mandrell, about that information. He listening to something else. Thank you.
Right. He distracted. Okay. That's because he's sleepy. He needs to go to bed.
I'm not distracted. I really, she said about the information. I'm like, oh, okay.
Thanks.
We know. On that note, I'm gonna close it out now because I came here to do a rant and it turned into a whole show.
Well, it's your fault. You dropped the link.
I did because I had been here for a while.
And somehow y'all still found a way to blame it on me.
We didn't blame. I'm not blaming you, Mandrell.
Yeah, I did. Y'all jumped on my throat all morning long.
I get you now, Mandrell. That's why I don't feel any type of way when you be going off on your tangents and I'm trying to close and you still telling stories and talking.
Yeah, but it's because you don't allow me the time to tell my stories.
See, here we go. Mandrell, I gave you a whole show.
Even though you asked me.
I gave you a whole show.
And we didn't get
with just
you. And we didn't even get through half of it.
We didn't, but we're gonna bring you back for a part 2. How about that?
Not. I don't believe you.
We're gonna bring you back for a part 2.
Only time will tell.
Now don't come. I'm a woman of my word. I might be late doing it, but I'm gonna do it. If I tell you I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. So,
like I said, only time will tell. We'll
it was
see.
a great show. Looking forward to seeing more about learning more about Mandrell.
When do you want to do it, Mandrell? We're gonna call you to the carpet right now. When do you want your part 2?
I don't know.
You name it. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna make it happen.
I don't know. I'll let you know. I mean, I got you
the
on
ball
IG.
is in your court. Now you're my witness, candidate. The ball is in your court. You let me know when you want to do it. We're gonna make it happen.
So the ball is in my court to dictate to you when to do your show.
It's not to dictate. It's gonna be your show because we're gonna be talking about your part 2. So I'm going to accommodate your schedule since you're gonna be coming on my show.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you trying to be sweet? You got me.
I'm not saying gotcha in a checkmate type of way. I'm just saying.
I'm just not tired enough to fall for it yet.
Listen.
But I am about to go to sleep.
If I do a show and we're telling your story, then you are as much a part of the show as I am. So it's just like it's your show too.
Right. And the thing is,
and I'm not a dictator. I work with everybody. So I'm willing to work with you and accommodate you and your schedule.
And I'll give you $4.99 if you take off that hat on top of it.
You give me what now?
I'll give you $4.99 if you take off that hat during the show, during whatever show you're going to be on. Cash app you.
That ain't gonna happen.
$4.99 ain't enough.
That's all I got. I'm just a nurse. I'm not a high value nurse. I'm not high value, Mandrell. I'm just an ordinary middle-aged woman.
I get it.
$4.99 is all I got, bro.
But you get, I'm not an ignorant man. I'm aware of how much nurses make in your neck of the woods.
God damn.
See,
Man,
get out her purse. Get out her purse out of her money.
You got more than she got more than that $5 she offered me.
If she say she got $5, all she got is $5.
No, Genesis,
Listen,
you
it's
believe
just a
that?
hat. How much you want for an old crusty hat that you wear every single day?
I mean, all she asking you to do is take the hat off, man.
That's how much you want to take your hat off. I'm not asking you to take off your trousers. It's just a hat.
No.
Miss Creative said nobody cares about his long same stories anymore. Miss Creative, he actually
Mandrell, $10.
Hold on, Kennedy.
Look,
Genesis.
You ready for the smoke? Miss Creative, he actually you got to go back and watch the conversation that I had with him. I don't remember when, but he actually has some interesting stories. And I know that we only got into part of it because we had talked before to, see what was off limits. And I didn't want to touch everything, but yeah, he just slightly crazy. That's all. We just have to overlook that. We're gonna pretend like he don't have no mental health issues, and we're gonna have a conversation.
I don't have mental health issues.
Yeah,
Miss Creative is one.
We all have mental health issues. It's okay.
Here's the thing, Miss Creative. I think that Miss Creative honestly thinks that I'm Section 8. Like,
she said, gone. I watched while you were live.
Gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she thinks that I'm gone, like mentally. I'm just like, and I'm so not.
She probably likes you, Manjo. That's sometimes what people do when they like you.
You think so?
Possibly, yeah.
She doesn't give me any signs whatsoever that that's the case.
She's trying to get the crazy out of you so you can be ready for Miss Creative.
Really?
Yeah.
Miss Creative is not interested in me
when we had this
all.
conversation, look, Miss Creative, we're doing a public service by allowing Mandrell to come and share his stories because it's going to be therapeutic for him. He may become a more relaxed individual after he shares and he gets some of these thoughts out of his head because we don't know what's happening in there from day to day.
Miss Creative, if Miss Creative comes up, would you take your hat off?
If Miss Creative cammed up, yeah, I would take my head off.
Miss Creative.
Miss Creative, it might be on your
He
ground.
said, if you come up, he taking his hat off.
If she came up today, I would.
Help us out, sis. Help us out. We trying to see what's under the hat.
She says, I don't date on Obama's
internet. Listen, see, you got to understand. Now, I clearly read it. I say internet too.
That doesn't mean you spell it that way, though.
Yeah, that's how you spell it.
That's not how you spell internet.
No, we know it's not how you spell internet. It's how you spell internet.
That's the Ebonic spelling, Mandrell. That's the Ebonic spelling.
The prescribed nomenclature is
code
internet.
switch. You got to be able to code switch.
I am, but that doesn't mean you know what? I'm gonna be nice.
All work and no fun makes Mandrell a very dull boy.
And I'm not dull.
So, like I said, you got to know what internet means.
I know what internet means. It don't look good when we spell it out like that.
Well, we ain't worried about what it looked like.
Clearly.
You listen. I told you about the books, Spoken Soul.
What about Spoken Soul?
Spoken Soul is a book. Read it.
What's it about?
Ebonics.
Never mind. I'm not interested.
I guarantee you would probably.
I speak the language fluidly, so I have no need for the book.
No, you don't, because you didn't know what internet was.
I knew what internet was. That's kind of obvious.
Batman Mandrell, go to bed.
We're gonna get Mandrell married in 2022. We're gonna get Mandrell married
because Mandrell is too uptight. He needs to relax.
Why do you say I'm too uptight? My sister.
You just said it's internet. Internet, not internet. We know it's internet, but we choose to say internet.
Fair enough. If that's what you choose to do, go right ahead.
Because we say that doesn't mean that we don't know any better.
I'm about to drop $20 if I can get Mandrell to dance.
$20
to dance, just to dance.
More than $20.
Thank you, Daryl.
Now listen to Mr. Creative said right here. Look at what she just said.
He's a hustler, boy. I swear
Hold on,
to God.
ladies. Listen, I'm worth a lot more than $20.
Dancing.
We don't know
He's
that
a woman
yet.
and a family. well, Miss Creative, why don't you help me create this woman? Not the woman, but the family. You be the woman, Miss Creative, and we create a family together. What say you?
You just got proposition, Miss Creative.
Bam, there we go. And there we have it.
Mm-hmm. And she's not even going to respond to it.
Well, we still working on with Miss Creative too. But we gotta get this part two. We gotta get this part two so we can, let you hang a little.
It's bad when you get rejected by the woman just doesn't say anything. She just completely ignores you. Look, shit emojis.
God damn.
See what I'm saying? And she doesn't even know me, but that's what she gets from me. I'm like, all right, cool.
Well, you got to show another side.
So, show another side. Well, she'll never get to know it if she doesn't allow herself.
Well, show a different side. When we do have our conversation part 2, then show the different side of you, and then maybe her opinion of you may be changed a little bit.
Unlikely.
See, you already spoke negative over it. Listen, Mandrill, get on somewhere. Go to bed.
They've proven themselves. They are who they are. Me, I'm a very complex and extremely layered individual. Most people are not. They normally show you who they are, but at any given time, no one actually knows what I'm up to, except maybe my sister. And if I was married, my wife would know. But, I'm not married. So the only person who ever knows at any given time what I'm up to is my sister.
Y'all see.
We're going to fix that, Mandrill. We're going to get you married. There's a woman out there for you. I believe it.
Absolutely, there is.
Okay.
See, he's speaking negative. Look,
I'm not speaking negative. I'm agreeing.
We're going to continue this. We're going to continue this.
I'm not speaking negative. I'm agreeing. We'll see.
Infamous back chat. He out of here. We out of here, y'all. Peace, love. Happy Sunday. I'll talk to y'all later. It's been fun. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to the Book of Genesis with your host, Genesis. If you would like to be a blessing, would like to be interviewed, or if you or someone you know would like exposure for your business, call us at 708-595-7500. Again, 708-595-7500. Email at genesis@thebookofgenesis.com. That's JENNESIS @thebookofgenesis. JENNESIS.com, or contact us by regular mail at P.O. Box 40, Moni, Illinois 60449. Thank you again for listening to the Book of Genesis.